Did we search all these bodies? I think so.
You did, yep. All right, now, as you open up the door, or you listen, sorry, you don't hear anything. Actually, you do. You hear the sound of running water on the other side.
Okay. I'll I'll open the door.
Yep. So as you open it up, you see that it opens up into what appears to be a large bridge that crosses over a big crevasse, leading over to the other side of the river. You do see that there is a large door on the opposite side, and there is it's an arched stone bridge, and you see that the walls there have several statues along the side, which are carved there, and you see one depicts a male, female, a male dwarf clad in armor, and which has an urgosh, and then you see the other one is a female one. Below you see the cavern plunges about 30 feet, ending in a pool of still black water. Door to the north, and there's a door west and the door to the south.
I'll peek around the corner, see if there's anything down the hallway either way.
Yeah, no, you don't see anything down there. You do see the statue that I talked about. The female one is on the south side, the male's on the north. And you see the doors that are there, and those doors are closed. They're large wooden doors that are there.
I'll go check out this one.
Okay, gotcha. So as you get a little bit closer, you see that the dwarf that's here does appear to be some sort of a warrior of sorts. Unsure exactly who he is. I've never seen his image before. That being said, though, he does appear to have been here, carved out of the stone hundreds of years ago. No chains over this one. Correct. It's a large cavern in the Underdark. Yep, it's not outside.
Listen at this door.
So as you listen to that door, you do hear the sounds of little skirting. Sorry, I keep forgetting to roll. Little skirting feet. Something moving around in there.
I think I hear something moving around in here. I'll open the door.
As you open up this door, you see that this room is again sort of has one of those uh, giant fire beetles in the cage kind of hanging down, and you see it's kind of moving around there, and the light sort of is just kind of illuminating the area. You also see that there's these four malachite slabs. Each one is covered with a palette of sort of like greenish black moss over the top of it that jut out from the walls. You do see there's a wooden table that stands in the middle of the room, and there's some four chairs around it. But around that table, you see there's some empty clay flagons and an iron cask that's there. The room otherwise is empty other than a fire beetle.
I jump in the room trying to surprise anything.
Sounds good.
Drop my
Nothing.
dagger.
Yeah, beetle scares.
Alright.
Is there anything in the cask?
So the cask does have a small amount of liquid at the bottom of it, and the liquid there appears to be some sort of a soup.
Oh, look at that fungus. I can't touch it. I'll just take a
Yeah.
closer look.
So as you kind of touch the fungus and sort of, it does scrape off pretty easily, but it doesn't appear to be any particular color other than the ones that I described. The little fire beetle again continues to, or little, that big fire beetle continues to kind of crawl around inside that.
I'll listen at this door.
Yeah,
Do I
as you
see
look.
anything magic in here before we go further?
Good question. No, nothing magical in this room.
All right.
Thanks for reminding me. I forgot that you have that ability.
I'll
You
go
don't hear
ahead.
anything. Yep.
Open this one.
Yeah, so as you pop open that door, you see that this is a bit of a hallway similar to what you had on the other side. And as you come in, you do see that there's a kind of a secret door off on the northeast wall. And then there's a door here immediately to the west.
I'll open this door.
You open up this one, you see that this room is kind of horridly appointed. The walls are carved with tall, narrow sort of niches that are piled high with skulls, and there's skinned hides of various monsters that sort of hang on the walls all over the place. There's a large chair that's sort of made of like monster skin that stretches over a framework of bones that stands in the middle of the room. You see there's a draconic skull that surmounts the chair right at the top, and the empty eye sockets are just sort of staring off menacingly. Behind the chair near the far wall is a bed of soft moss and fungi that sprouts out of a large heap of carrion that's just sort of been piled up on the ground. And you see there's a few bones that lie scattered around the bed.
I would have went a different direction with the decorations, but it works.
I'll step in and look around.
Yeah, so as you look around, you don't see anything that appears to be magical with anything that's here.
I'm gonna search the walls and stuff for secret rooms or doors.
Okay, sounds good.
That's a good idea.
All right.
You'll probably see it with your magic mirror, you know.
Oh, good call. I forgot about that thing. Clean it off my shirt.
So you search the walls, you don't find anything that looks like a secret door. As you look, though, you find that the skulls are, sort of salamanders, and you see there's maybe some Normish or Dwarven sort of skulls there, and goblins and things like that. But and the top one on the throne is a hydra.
Let's take a close look at that throne chair.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, as you take a look at it, you see that the bones are there, and it looks like it was impressively put together considering what it had, and it looks like it used maybe some sinew to keep all the bones and whatnot. It looks relatively sturdy.
Like secret compartments or anything? I guess look around.
No, yeah, as you look at it, it's just literally like femurs and humerus's bones that are sort of tied together, and then there's this the skin of animals is sort of, or creatures is sort of stretched across it in a sort of a mismatched hodgepodge of a thing.
Hmm. Nothing here.
Greg, I'm going to take a walk around the room as well.
Okay, sounds good.
Sometimes I find things that the others kind of miss.
True. So yeah, you kind of look around and you see that the walls again are kind of covered in these skulls, and you see some of them are some creatures that kind of surprises you. Like, I mean, there's like a troglodyte and even a grimlock, and you recognize the skins themselves appear to be from like displacer beasts and basilisks, pretty impressive sort of creatures. So it kind of surprises you that you would find those things, the skins here of those.
Guys, I think I found a door.
So as you kind of move away those skulls, Lee, you see an outline of what looks like a door. You'd have to sort of kind of turn on your side to be able to fit through it because it's where the skulls were all hiding. But you do see the outline of something.
Next time, you search first.
Deal. I'll check it for any kind of traps or locks.
Okay. No traps or locks.
Seems to be okay. And I'll step back out of the way.
So as you pop open the door, it kind of makes sort of a hissing sound as it opens, and when it does, you see inside that it's about a 30-foot square room, and it doesn't appear to have any other exits there. And in the middle of the chamber, you see three padlocked chests. There's also three sort of casks brimming with coins, and there's a small bowl filled with gems and armor piled up, shields, even holding more coins. And there's lots of other trinkets and trophies that just are kind of all over the room here. You see there's like a walking cane and a golden gong, not bong, gong hanging. The room's just sort of filled with stuff. And on the far wall, you see there is a iron lever that juts out from a plate, and the lever is currently in the down position.
Uh-oh. Down's usually not good.
I'll check it out if you want me to.
Yeah, if you don't mind to.
I'm going to see if I can notice anything before I step into the room.
Okay. Anything in particular? I mean, you mean just like traps and stuff? Is that what you're looking for?
Cracks in the floor, or arrow slits in the wall, or
Gotcha.
murder holes in the ceiling.
I understand. So as you look through, you don't find anything that appears to be traps of the things that you've sort of described.
Alright, I'm going to step in and move along the north wall here.
Okay, sounds good. Kind of continue to move along the wall and, kind of moving all around, trying to check things out and whatnot. And
Yeah, I'm moving slowly, cautiously, testing the floor a little bit before I go, and just kind of creeping around the outside walls until I get over to the lever.
got it.
I'll just step in and stay right there and watch what he's doing.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, you kind of move through and whatnot, and take a watch him kind of move through, and you see that as he continues to move along cautiously, nothing really seems to happen. Every once in a while, he may have to like step over some coins, or there may be something there, but for the most part, he continues to move along the wall without any difficulty.
When I get over to the lever, I'm going to investigate it to see if I can see any obvious chains or anything that might show what it's connected to.
So investigation would be great. So as you look at the lever, it looks like all the other levers that you've seen, but you don't see anything that it's connected to. It must be behind the wall or some sort of apparatus in some different location.
I don't see anything about this, guys. I'm going to say it's safe to come in.
Do I see anything magical from where I'm standing?
That's a great question. No, not from where you're standing.
The chests are right there in the middle of the room?
They are. So the chests, there's three of them. They look like they're locked. One of them is ironbound and has handles on the side for easy pickup. Another one is blackened by fire and has a toothy crescent-shaped grin painted on the front in dried blood. And the third one has copper fittings and a dagger-shaped symbol carved in the lid.
I'll check the chest for traps, guys.
Okay.
You want one roll for all three, Greg?
Sure. Alrighty, so he continues to search those traps. How about the rest of the party? Anybody else doing anything else, or just going to kind of wait and see what happens?
I'm waiting for Levitar to blow up.
All right, so you see he continues to kind of search the three chests.
Guys, I think this one chest has a trap on it. I'm going to see if I can disarm it.
You kind of see him sit down in front of the one with the dagger-shaped symbol on it, and he starts to work on the lock.
Might want to step back.
All right, so Lee, you kind of work on that, and you hear sort of a click, click, and
Did that sound like a good double click or a bad double click?
yeah, I mean, it sounded like a double click that you would expect to unlock a trap or disarm a trap.
Well, you just got it's the click, click, boom that you have to worry about.
All right, guys, I think they're ready to be opened.
Joe opened the one with the knife on it.
Alrighty, so Gassy does that. Gassy, as you do, a blade comes shooting out.
Of course.
It misses you, and then you hear the lid sort of pops open.
I'm going to look at Lee and say, nice job.
Hey, I stopped the poison from being on the blade. Wait.
Yeah, not so good.
He's a cleric. He'll believe anything I say.
Yeah. Very trusting.
So as the chest pops open, you see inside is two things. You see that there is a bow, a short bow in there, and you see there's a pair of goggles in there.
I'm going to hold them up and show everybody.
Alrighty.
I'll open the chest in front of me, Greg. I forget which one that is.
Actually, there's two goggles in there. Sorry, they look the same. So the one that's in front of you, there's the iron-bound one with handles, and then there's the one that's blackened with fire.
We'll go with the fire one.
Okay, sounds good. So let's see. So you open up the fire one, and you see that it's full of what looks like glass beads.
Are they clear glass beads?
They are.
Are they strung together?
They're not. There's just like a whole chest just full of them loosely. Chest of marbles, exactly. You think that if you were to pour those out, they would cover about a 20-foot square area?
I'll pick one up.
Okay.
I'm going to
and
ask
toss
Harris
it
if these
out
things
this
look...
door as far as I can.
Okay.
Try and break it. Throw it against a wall or something.
All right. Yeah, you throw it against it, kind of bounces and rolls, marble-like.
Hey, Harris, do these look magic?
The chests aren't, that I can tell.
No, the goggles and bow I'm holding up.
Oh yeah. So you kind of show them to her.
Both of them look like they're exuding some kind of magic.
Greg, you said there was two sets of goggles and a short bow?
That's correct.
I'll open the middle chest, I guess.
Okay. So as you open up the middle chest, you see that in there, it's a huge chest, but there's only one vial liquid sitting in there.
Just pick it up and inspect.
Yeah, it's red liquid, shimmers when you shake it.
Put it in the party sheet.
I did. Yeah, I put all that stuff in the party sheet so far.
I guess kick over this chest of marbles.
Okay. So he kicks it over, and the entire floor fills with marbles. They just kind of roll, kind of in all the little cracks and crevices and everything. And so you got all these marbles everywhere.
And then I'll inspect the chest.
Okay. Yeah, as you look. Yeah, as you.
Things.
Yep, as you go ahead and give me a perception. I have 3 in the car. Oh, I do. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm gonna scoop up like a sack. I have a couple of empty sacks in my backpack, so I'll
Okay.
fill a couple of them up.
Gotcha. Yep. So you fill them up. And Jester, yeah, so it's you search that chest. There's no secret doors, traps, boxes, anything in it.
Oh, okay.
I will, while they're checking out the chest, I'm going to spend the time checking the walls for any secret doors leading out
Okay.
of this room.
Sounds good. And then, other than that, you see kind of what I had talked about. There's like, loose coins laying around and gems and things like that. There's armor and whatnot. But Eris, for you, there's no sign of anything else exuding magic in this room.
What kind of armor is it?
So it's mainly like splint armor. You see some like leather armor that's in there. No plate if you're looking for plate. Was it?
I have plain ratty leather.
So there's studded leather in there. So let me studded leather. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? I don't have a specific armor listed, but what I would have you do is just roll just a plain die, and it's 50% chance, so you just call odd or even. If you roll it, it'll probably be in there.
Cool. Would a chain shirt, I think, is medium?
I believe it is, yep.
It is, and it doesn't give a stealth minus.
Right.
Yeah, let me see.
Okay.
Or maybe I found a breastplate would be better.
Well, yeah, but he said there was no plate. So what do I roll? I'm sorry.
Just roll anything and then just call odd or even, and whatever you call,
Well, never mind.
Call odd. Call odd.
call something, and then whatever you call it'll be. So.
All right, even.
All right, sounds good. That's the way to go. That's what I would do too. Oh.
Yep.
No, none in there.
You found a chain shirt 4 sizes too small for a gnome, and now you feel like you're chunky. But wouldn't that be a critical fail? No.
Yeah. Alrighty. So yeah, you kind of look around. You don't find anything, a chain shirt or anything like that. Unfortunately.
I'm looking for anything on these that identify where they came from or who made them.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, as you look through this, you look kind of for the gnomish ruins of Zadaroon, and you don't see that listed there. As for like a heraldry mark or herald mark or something like that, you don't see anything like that. No real marking on it.
So there's nothing here, Lee.
I'm gonna push this lever up, Greg. Because all the levers we found down were like traps.
Okay.
So
So as you push that up, you do hear sort of a mechanism in the wall go.
similar to what we heard with the other ones.
Kind of, yeah. Yep. Sorry, Lee, you were looking at the walls. Did you roll?
I did.
You
Way
did,
back
yep.
up there somewhere.
That's right. Yep, I see it. Yep.
You said there was a bunch of coins in these shields.
There is.
I'll pick up any of them that look like they might be gold.
Okay. All right, I gotcha. So you pick them up and you pick. Or 90 gold pieces.
All right.
When
I
he's
can
about
pay the
halfway,
tax now.
when he's about halfway through, I'm going to go 24, 26.
Yeah, right.
What
Hey,
about
you
the
must count.
what about the gems?
Yep. So you can look around. There are gems in the shields and things that are there. As you kind of weed through them, you see that a lot of them appear to be either fake or kind of chipped and badly sort of marked and whatnot, but you are able to dig out some of the gems that are there.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to examine them. Are these real gold coins or do they have jesters on them?
Ah, see? Yes, those are real good gold coins, believe it or not. I know, it's surprising. Thanks for looking, though. I put the gems in the party sheet.
Greg, are the shields real?
They are
As
real.
opposed to ornament type
Yep.
shields?
No, they're real shields. So if you need a shield, I can definitely give you one.
I have one. I just didn't know if they were really nice looking shields or anything.
Oh, nope, they're just the run of the mill shields. Billy, can you wear studded leather armor? Because it does say in the description there's studded leather armor.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, gotcha. I didn't move everything over because obviously it's a conversion, right? So I always, what's the one that's not in this? Bandit? Is that the one?
Yeah, banded.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's always the one that always gets me tripped up because I think it's in there. So they do have studded leather in there.
I found no doors or anything like that in here.
No, you did not. Actually, Mike, you had picked up the chest, right?
I kicked one over.
And I think it was the burnt one you did, right? The one with the glass
Yeah.
balls in it. So actually, I apologize. There is something here. It was in the bottom. I guess I didn't have it typed in here. So you see that there's a letter there, and it's not very old. You think maybe a week or so. And you see it's a letter to Casmagen. And it says that it pretty much asks him in not so gentle words to sort of ease off on the snatching of slaves from Cauldron. And it warns that if he becomes too successful, it could have some unpleasant involvements of jealous competitors or offended do-gooders. And then the letter, sort of closes stating that if he doesn't slow down with the abductions, he'll attract sort of the wrong attention. And you do see that Casmagen is mentioned many times by name, but you see that it's only signed with the stamp of a flying kingfisher clutching a scroll in its beak.
That's
Bailey,
interesting.
can I have a intelligence roll from you. Just a straight intelligence. Actually, history. Yeah, let's do history. Okay. Yeah, Bailey, that it doesn't seem to be a symbol from the town.
And it's written in common.
It is written in common. Yep.
I'll listen at this door.
Okay. So as you listen at that door, you don't hear any noises at all on the other side.
I'll open the door.
Okay. So as you open it, it opens up into a hallway, and you notice that it sort of ends up in a T on the end. The hallway, you could tell that it kind of continues off.
How's the floor look?
The
Like what we've seen in the past on these traps.
I can see. Hang on. So what you see is you don't see any markings of any sort of traps or anything like that. What you do see is that the floor seems to have footprints that kind of go across here, and head both to the north and south on the opposite side. They're sort of in the dust or the dirt, if you want to think of that.
I'll follow those footprints by stepping on those footprints.
Okay.
Hey, Jester, be careful. The walls are some kind of magic.
Ooh. Oh, okay. Thanks. Do you happen to know what type of magic yours?
The shimmering kind?
No. That's a worse spell.
That's the scientific, the arcane magical terms for it, I think.
Uh-huh.
Hopefully it's not evocation. I'm gonna step directly on the footsteps in front of me.
Okay.
I see.
All right. Sounds good.
One,
It's like it's some kind of illusion.
And as you step there, you immediately hear the sounds of things going kind of on the north and the south walls.
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's okay.
I'm sure it's fine too. I'm sure it's okay.
Nothing going on here.
Nothing happening.
I was back there picking my nose. Well, if I had one.
That's what happens when you buy your bodyguards at the discount mart.
Right.
I was going to try to pick my friend's nose, but he's way up front.
Right, exactly. So you hear kind of to the northwest and to the southwest, you hear the sounds of footprints behind these walls that you see. You're, and it's kind of loud, sort of metal banging against stone.
We're in turns, right?
Yep.
There's nothing for me to sally forth at, so I'll just say, "What did you do, Nar?"
I just stepped on this footprint here.
Well, something's going on. I don't know what. I guess I'll just
I think it's one of those construct things again.
I'll walk up beside him.
Okay. Alrighty. Sounds good.
because I'm a lemming, I step into the hallway with them.
Sounds good. Might as
You're
well
my
just break
favorite person.
it.
Sorry, I don't think had
No
my.
worries. That's all right.
Is the noise coming from the north and the south wall?
It is. So it's coming from kind of northeast of you through at the wall and to the southeast, and it sounds as if it's only like 10 or 15 feet away. It's not muffled. It sounds very clear.
All right, I'll just step in front of Jester then.
Okay.
I'm going to move up to the doorway
Okay.
and drop my torch
Okay.
and notch an arrow ready to take a shot if anything shows up.
Alrighty. Sounds good. So Lee, immediately when you're done, you guys hear the sound of a lever that you know very well being pulled to the northwest. And as it does, you see this large stone block comes flying down the north passageway and essentially blocks off the passage. And then just a few seconds later, you hear one from the southeast. You hear that same lever being triggered, and another block comes and blocks off the passageway. The block there, and now there's a stone block. Jester.
All right. So we hear the walking on both sides of the illusionary room, or is it just one side? Like just
Both sides.
noises?
And you hear the levers on both sides too.
I'll peek my head through the wall.
Alrighty, through the south wall?
Yeah, the south wall. Do I see anything?
You do. So as you peek your head through, you see that it is in fact an illusionary wall. You see that there is a automaton that's there. Right there. And this one is a little bit different because in its hands it has a big hammer.
What's the automaton made out of?
Metal.
I'm gonna cast heat metal on it. I'm gonna have to take over Jack Brass here in a minute too.
Alright, no problem. So it looks like that one at the top with the blade and the big hammer on it. That's what it looks like.
Alright. So let's see if it fails its check.
Okay.
Well, how do you know? Oh, it can't drop it, so I don't even have to do the check because it's its body. I screwed that
Cool.
up last time.
Alright. Nice.
Because I'm casting on its body.
Alright.
That one has disadvantage. I have to code it.
No problem. I'll take care of it for you. Which one is it for?
Thanks.
Is
Yeah,
it-
number 4.
Is it for him to attack you guys?
Yeah, well, he has like kind of disadvantage on everything right now. See here, disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of his next turn.
Alright.
There's a big automaton down here through this wall. These walls are fake. And then I will
And
move back here.
Okay.
Oh, he moved back there. Well, I'll step up there.
Alrighty.
and I will ready an action to attack anything that moves if that automaton closes within melee range.
Okie dokie. Yeah. All right. Gassy? So, Gassy, you see a wall, because there's that line is an illusionary wall, so you have to be on the other side to be able to target.
I'm gonna I'm gonna cast the Cure Wounds on Jack.
Alrighty, sounds good.
If you can clear Jack, that way Mike can pick him up, and I'll see you guys here in just a little bit.
Alright, thanks.
That wasn't very effective.
Oh, bummer.
You're still learning how to heal metal, okay?
There you go.
So can we step through the wall?
You just saw Nar stick his head through it.
I'll do the same.
Yep,
And-
so you do step through it?
Yep. And I'll just shoot it with an Eldritch Blast, and then I'll step back.
Okay. Hit.
Go back in there. Yep,
Alright.
it's in there.
Alright, Lee.
I'm beginning to believe that wall's not real.
Right? Watching everybody walk in it and out of it.
I'll step up to there.
Okay.
I'll take a shot at it.
Alrighty.
And then I will... don't have enough to get back through Jack, so I'll just step back there.
Okay, sounds good.
Oh, and bonus action to give Jack and Gassy advantage on it.
Perfect.
Hit it in the rivet spots.
Alright, it just sits there.
So it doesn't move towards us or anything?
Nope. But all of a sudden one pops out of the wall in front of you. Gassy. Swings its hammer at you, and then it tries.
I'm
Oh, go.
going to do a reaction with protection with
Okay.
Jack Brass. He's got that protection fighting style.
Oh yeah, nice.
So if it's within 5 feet, he can use his reaction to impose disadvantage on attack roll.
Okay. You want to do that, Gassy?
Oh yeah, of course. I want to take
Oh, yeah.
advantage of that.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah, it's my reaction I use.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Oh, it's your reaction. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So the first one misses, and then here comes the second attack, and that misses as well. Nar.
I'm going to concentrate on that heat metal.
Alrighty.
It's my bonus action. I still have disadvantage. I don't have it filled yet. And then
No problem. I just left it on him.
I'll do vicious mockery on this guy.
Okay.
that turn. Step through this wall. Now that I've been through this wall and I know it's illusion, to Jack, it almost disappears, right?
Right.
I'll come up behind this guy.
Okay.
As I come behind him, I'm gonna dip my head through this wall here. Do I see anything?
You see a mirror image of the other room.
I will hit this guy with my warhammer.
The other side, the other wall has two levers, though, just so you know.
Are they both down? Holy cow! Look at that.
Ooh. The two are down. The one that's closer to the corner is actually up.
Oh, okay.
That one's up.
All right. That's. And then I have to come back over here to be able to protect him. I'll come there and end my turn.
Okay. Gassy.
I'll move there.
Okay. That will probably be a hit. Let me see. Yep.
And I will attack him again.
Okay.
Then I'll move back there so Jack can protect me.
Sorry, I had to check something on the back
No
deck.
worries. That's all right.
I'll step through there and blast this one that's
Okay.
on the other side since they seem to have this one.
All right. Sounds good. Wow. Nice. Yeah, so it blasts into a bunch of pieces.
All right, I got that one, guys. No worries. That nobody saw except for Jester.
Right. Right. They just heard pieces fly everywhere.
All I saw was you disappear through a wall.
All right, Lee.
I'm going to take a 5-foot step back.
Okay.
I don't know if it attacks me or not.
It doesn't.
And then I'll take a shot at it.
Alrighty. Hit.
And then I will give a bonus to both Jack and Gassy.
Okay.
Take off the hammer. And I'll end my turn.
Alrighty. So as its turn comes around, you see it just sort of spins around in a circle over and over and over again, but it doesn't attack or move.
I'll move in here and push that handle up.
Okay, gotcha. So you kind of run through, and as you push the handle up, you see that that block on the south side disappears and slides down the hallway. And as it does, you see that there's a small hallway or a 10-foot hallway that opens to the south as it finally locks back into place.
All right, I'll stay right here. I got the lead bonus.
Alrighty. Hit. Nice. Cassie.
I'll give him a shot.
Alrighty.
I said go for the hammer, Gassy.
Oh, how come we both moved?
That was cool. I don't know. I liked it though. It was neat.
I'll move to there and try again.
All right. All about positioning, right? There you go.
Oh,
Hit.
yeah.
And as he does, you see the metal just sort of collapses and just crashes all over the floor.
Can I still see the wall on the other side, or is that illusion gone now?
The illusion's still there, but you guys know you can go back and forth, so that's why I took the
Okay.
walls off.
I'll go push this lever up.
Alrighty, and as you do, you see that box again sort of slides all the way down the hallway, and then does open up passageway there as well. Bailey, as you peek around the corner there, you see that it's a really long hallway, and you see down at the end of the hall there is doors on both sides. They're short, probably for dwarvish doors, but you can see it goes about 100 feet, and you see there's a blank wall at the end, and then you see several 6-foot tall, 2-foot wide iron doors that are locked by iron bars, and each single door has a bar across it. See, there's a window, but the windows are actually below the bar, and they're at sort of like a dwarven or a gnomish level to see inside.
I'll bend down and peek into one of them.
Okay. As you peek inside, you see that it's got a stone slab that sort of protrudes out of the wall, and you see there's an iron chamber pot, and it looks like there's a small jug that's sort of knocked over to the side, but it's empty.
Oh, so it looks like these might be the prison cells.
Yep, these look like prison cells.
Okay, I'll go down this left side and see if there's anybody in there. If someone
Gotcha.
wants to check the others.
I'll
As you
have
get
Jack open these right side up.
Okay, gotcha. So, Eris, as you go through and look, you see that each one appears to be empty of somebody. Occasionally, you see like a gnawed bone in there, or maybe a chunk of bread or moldy cheese or something. But there's nobody in those cells. And then Jack Brass, as he goes up and opens up all these cells as well, he finds very similar things, but there's nothing in these rooms.
Wonder if it's the same on the other side.
Greg, I'm going to go down to the end and check for like a secret door at the end of the hallway here.
Okay, yeah, sounds great.
Man, Jack's like tied to Gassy, so every time Gassy moves, Jack moves.
Okay. He's like on his hip.
Yeah.
Get it. Go ahead, Lee.
Yeah, I kept grabbing the wrong thing.
No worries, man.
You see that? That's hilarious.
So as you Oh yeah, you're right. It does. That's funny. I don't know why it's doing that. So as you kind of search down there, Lee, you don't find any secret door down there at all. And then for Gassy and Jack Brass and everybody else, you see the same thing on this side. Doors are all barred shut, and there's little windows at dwarven level.
Jack and I'll check them.
Okay, so as you peer through all of them and look, it's the same thing as you saw up front, up in the upper part, but they're all empty. There's nobody in any of them.
Okay. Empty.
Huh.
Again, I'll move down to that end wall and check it for secret doors.
Okay, all right, gotcha. Yeah, well, you look down there too, and both times you look really hard looking, and take your time, but you don't find anything.
Okay.
Well, the chef said that there were other prisoners, so I wonder where they're keeping them.
Yeah. Maybe maybe it's down below.
I guess we do have another door to explore.
This is a Jack malfunction of synchronized walking.
Oh,
Makes
I
it
thought he was
easy to move him.
I, I'll listen at this door.
All right. So as you listen at the door, you don't hear anything except for the river that's pouring into this lake over to your left.
Okay. I'll go ahead and open the door.
So as you open up the door, you see that this is a room that has those kind of like those malachite slabs. There's 5 of them here that protrude from the wall, and then you see there's a wooden table there with 4 chairs that stand next to it as well, and there's a rack of javelins that sort of are in the northeast corner of this room. You do see there's a door to the west, which is a heavily barred door with a lock on it that has a bar that goes across as well, and then you see a door to the south. What is that? Southeast that leads into a room. But as you open up that door, you see 2 hobgoblins that are just sort of sitting there. And they see you open it, and they immediately stand up. You see them sort of scrambling for their weapons. Rolls. One kind of reaches over and just grabs his longbow and takes a shot at Yanar. Misses.
I'll move up behind Eris,
Okay.
drop my torch kind of at our feet, and take a shot at one.
All right. Sounds good.
-2 for shooting through Eris.
Yes,
Couldn't
please.
you be shorter?
Ooh, arrow goes wide.
And then I'm going to take a 5-foot step back from her to right there.
All right. Sounds good. Jack Brass.
Jack will move up to there.
Uh-huh.
People want to get by him, they can.
Okay.
He's gonna pull his shield out, hammer, and look menacing. If they walk up, he'll hit them. But
Okay.
otherwise,
Sounds
then
good.
He's gonna use his reaction to protect anybody.
Alrighty. Sounds great.
That's right. I remember he's a pacifist.
Yeah.
I'll just toll the dead on the first one I see.
Okay, sounds good. I guess number 6, I guess, would be the first one.
Yeah.
Fails.
It's crazy how targeting's linked too.
Are they really?
Yeah,
Weird.
objective, everything. Yeah, Gassy does. Mine.
I guess it was meant for Cassie to run him, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
So he takes another shot with his arrow. This time he shoots at Jack Brass. And
Alright. I'll come out here and shoot my bow.
Alrighty.
Given up on insulting people, have you?
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. It'll be ours.
Alright. That's right, Eris.
Can I see them from where I'm at, or do I have
Oh,
to
yeah.
walk into the room?
Nope, you
Alright.
can see him. Especially number 6, you can see.
Alright, I'll just blast them from where I'm at.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Hits the wall. Then the door flies open. And you see a hobgoblin comes running in. I'll open up the door here. Inside, you see one of those giant beetles in a cage in that other room, and you see another hobgoblin sort of standing there. He has a sword, so he actually runs up towards Jack Brass for the remaining of his movement. Above him 4 will drop his bow and also run up to Jack. Out his longsword, takes a swing. Back. Lee.
I'll move up to there.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to move to there.
Okay.
And I will take a shot at number 6.
Alrighty.
And then I will give Jack advantage on the one directly in front of him.
Okay.
And then I will step back behind Jack.
Oh man, I was gonna back up so they don't flank me. Let me see here. I will hit the one in front of me.
Okay.
Actually, let me just go dodge mode. 4 of these dudes. Let's see how far away is this one.
Matrix style.
Yeah, they got that pack tactics thing, so like 1 or 2 hits and I'm toast. Yeah, I'm gonna dodge and
Okay.
then use reaction to hit or block anything if it hits somebody.
Okay. Cassie.
Well, I'm still pointing at number 6, so
Okay. Fails again. You see he kind of keels over dead. All right. All right.
Okay. I'll do trying to think what I can do. Vicious Mockery is not really gonna do much. So they're already at disadvantage. I guess I'll Vicious Mockery this guy here.
Okay.
I'm running 2, so I'm not gonna do my spell stuff. Ooh.
Failed.
There we go.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Harris. We're going to say the doorway is for the full 10 feet if somebody was going to ask. So
I'm gonna step in and hit the one in front of Jack with the sword.
all right. You hear, oh, Eris. So, Eris, as you kind of swing at that one, you see that the room is a little bit more open off to the distance, and it's a torture chamber. You see that, and there is a female that's sort of strapped to the kind of the rack, if you want to think it that way. And you see there is a one-armed hobgoblin that's there, and you can see that one-armed hobgoblin is just kind of looking at her, and immediately sort of turns around and looks at you guys as you're fighting, and you see says something in common, and Coruscant says, she's like, help me! All fighting over there.
Do we hear that back here?
Yeah, probably.
Alright.
Jack. Just then you see the one-armed kind of starts running into the room as well. Late.
I'm gonna take a 5-foot step back.
Alrighty. That one will probably take a poke at you.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I have something for I'll do.
Oh, go
What
ahead.
is this? You can channel your divinity to rebuke those who use violence. Immediately after an attacker within 30 feet of you deals damage, an attack against a creature other than you can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw. On a wisdom saving throw fail, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage that was just dealt.
Okay, so a wisdom save.
Yeah. Oh, he passes.
Okay, gotcha.
And I think Guy did not get to actually move, did I?
Yeah, I don't think so either, actually. So as you try to move, it hits you and paralyzes you.
I guess my turn is done.
Jack's gonna. Guess he'll dodge again.
Okay.
Can't take too many hits.
Essie?
I go and I reach over Lee's shoulder so I can touch Jack.
Okay.
And I'm going to give him a healing word.
Okay.
Ah, crap.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, that's another fine mess you got me into.
Oh, welcome back.
I see I'm holding down the center.
You're working on it. Yep.
And that's what I bought you for.
All right. Number 8 is going to swing at Lee.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, I can't. I already used your reaction, Jack. Sorry.
It would have critted anyways, right? Because it's a melee on a paralyzed. So. Nar.
What's this Zarad guy look like? He's one arm, right?
He's a hobgoblin. Looks older, one armed, and in his hands, you see that he's carrying kind of a cat of 9 tails. Is essentially what it is. Grizzly.
Does he look like a spellcaster?
No, he's not wearing robes with a hood on or anything like that.
With a staff that says.
Yeah, no
spellcaster
staff.
looks like?
No, he's got a. He looks like the torturer.
All right, I'll come in here.
All right.
I'll move up slightly to where I can see Zarad. There's Zarad.
Yep.
I'll cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on him.
Okay, sounds good. He fails.
Okay. He falls to the ground laughing,
Ready?
and he stays there until he gets hit or whatever.
All right. Yeah, right. Until he gets hit. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Well,
Harris.
I think he has to yeah, I think so. I'll read it.
Yeah, no worries.
Gonna disengage,
Okay, sounds good.
and I'll get to right there.
Alrighty.
Does she look alive?
She is
Right.
alive. Nope.
Okay.
Yep. She does. You could see that she's been beaten a lot. She looks older, about probably in her 40s, you would say. And her leg the left leg looks very distorted, like her foot's all turned in and everything, but it doesn't look like a new injury. It looks like it's been that way. She's sort of strapped to the rack, I guess, if you want to think of it that way.
Okay, I kicked the door closed.
Alrighty, the door's shut. She's like, oh, that's the only way out.
Yeah, but things look pretty bad out there.
All right, 18. Well, Jack's attacking you. Misses.
And I want to know, what do you mean 40s? Looks older in the 40s. I mean,
Yeah,
I
what do you mean?
immediately felt the same thing. It's like, what are you talking about?
we're in medieval times. That's like a grandparent in medieval times. That's what I meant by it.
40s and E20.
Old people, I tell you. All right, I'm sorry. I go back. Hobgoblin Forest. See, I'm all distracted now. Steps up. Oh, Brian, we're doing our own advantage, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, Jack did.
Oh,
He did
well.
dodge. I don't know
I
why his
thought Jock
dodge
was
came off.
dodging. Yeah.
Yeah, the dodge expires now for some reason. I'm not sure why.
All right, gotcha. Probably to remind you to do it again. So, all right, I'll re-roll.
Yeah, it should
It's
just
a miss.
stay on until next turn.
Lee. So, Lee, you're not paralyzed anymore.
I am not paralyzed anymore.
Nope.
Okay, I'll drop my bow
Okay.
and pull out my warhammer
Okay.
and take a swing at number 8 here.
Okay. Hit. Nice.
And he is knocked back 5 feet.
Which one was it again? 8. Perfect. Thank you.
And then I will. Can the number 4 attack me from where I'm at if I step around the other side of Jack?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, then I'll just stay where I'm at.
Okay.
Oh, and bonus, I will give Jack advantage on number 18
Okay.
in case he attacks.
Gotcha.
Well, Jack breaks out in a little song and dance. And you
Alrighty.
see he starts tooting. He's like, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. And he's dancing around.
All right. Nice.
This is my handle. This is my spout. When you tip me over, pour me out. Do I need to? Well, I guess I just do this. So I take a swing at 14.
Alrighty. Sounds good.
And I hit him.
That one's dead.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. I move over here so you don't get flanking on me.
All right. There you go. Gassy.
I'll just move up to there and point at number 8.
Perfect. He resists it. Great, steps up to Lee. Knock.
Number 8, I'll do Vicious Mockery on this one.
Okay.
That cautious hideous laughter on his turn. I'll do a roll wisdom save on him.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Eris.
I'm gonna set her loose.
Okay, gotcha. So you set her loose. Give me a sword, dagger, something.
Well, is there anything in the room that she can use?
For the torture room? Checking it out. Yeah, probably. She could use something as a dagger or something like that.
All right, and then I'll go back to the door. Arm yourself and help us. There's too many of them.
also comes over to the door, and door flies open, and I forgot she doesn't need any weapons. And she fires 3 magic missiles at Zarad.
Oh, okay. So each time it takes damage. Let me see.
You didn't know you cast it.
Oh, okay. Well, drop that off him.
Right. Comes over and says some not very nice things.
That's a pretty good fitting attack for a critical there.
Hey. Yeah, right? Yeah.
Okay, first thing I'm going to do is pull my shield off my back and equip it,
All right, sounds good.
and then I will take a swing at number 4.
Okay. Oh, nope. Sorry, I thought it was 18.
Wow. And bonus action, I will use my second wind.
Okay. A nice roll.
And then I'm done.
Okay. Jack.
I'll take a swing at number 4.
Okay. It.
I'll move around to the other side there. If that guy wants to take a swing at me, he can.
Yeah, he will.
Oops. Oh well, I should have had advantage, but that's good enough.
Mike, can you put the dis attack back on 8? I rolled the wrong one.
Oh yeah, sure.
And I can do my thing one more time.
Alrighty. Thanks for putting it on there, Mike. That one's dead. Dar.
Alright. I'll do Vicious Mockery on this one.
Okay.
What smells worse than a goblin? Oh yeah, you. There we go.
I'm gonna step up into the doorway and swing at this guy.
All right. Forrest nods to you. Thanks. Kind of moves over to the side here and leans up against the wall a little bit, kind of putting her back so she can't see the other hobgoblin, and just sort of takes a few deep breaths. Back. Points. Eight.
I'll take a swing at him.
All right.
and I will give Gassy advantage on him.
All right.
This one will go down next round.
I'll move up to there.
All right.
I'll insult him to death. What's the only thing that smells worse than a dead hobgoblin? A live one.
Fails.
Whoops, I put the wrong thing on him.
Eris.
I'll step in and hit him with Eldritch Blast.
All righty.
Well, I hit at him.
Yeah. Wow. Tough. He limps over around you. Fires a magic missile, kills it.
Did she just rescue us?
Well,
It's all about what you think. It's all the appearances. Corsten looks over and puts out her arm towards Eris. Corsten Pike.
Eris Savoy.
Meet ya. We got a lot of more hidden in behind this door. Let's get these people out of here. And she immediately starts walking over to the door.
Well, that's what we're here to do.
Like, Metal Man, open this door.
I'm going to put another healing word on him first.
All right.
I open the door.
Puts her arms out. Nice to meet you. Pike. Corsten. As she just keeps her arm hanging out there waiting for him, and she's like, all right. Looks at the rest of the group. She says, hi, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Hello?
Like they're in here.
I'll go through.
She goes with you as you both step through. So as you step in, you can hear the sound of some kind of like movement in a lot of these, and it's the same cells kind of thing that you'd seen before. And immediately you see the hands kind of poke out of several of the cells as Corson says, all right, okay, they're here. We're here to get you guys. The hands kind of poke out of the rooms, and you find that there is an adult male in one of them. Human. Only 4 in these.
I'll open this one down here.
Alrighty, gotcha. So you open up that one, and you see the this little gnome kind of comes out, and he goes, oh, "Thank God I'm out. Thank God I'm out. I'm so glad to be out. It's fine."
My name's Nar, and I'm here to save you.
Oh, hi. How are you? Okay, thanks, Nar. And he just continues to walk. He's like, I think that. Like, excuse me. And he just keeps. Hello. Yep. Bye. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Op attack. No, I'm kidding.
He looks around.
I'm surprised you didn't think he was charging you.
As you
I
look
walked
at
past you, so
as you look inside the cell, you see the wall is completely covered in what looks like mathematical formulas all over the walls.
That's sure better than poo.
Yeah.
I'm going to step up to the doorway here so I can see where he's going.
All right. He keeps walking and talking about numbers and stuff, and then you see he hangs a left. You see the one next to you there. The one with the K is a young male, early 20s. He's kind of sort of scruffy and kind of beaten up, but he looks to you and he says, "Hey, you gonna let me out or what?"
My name's Nar, and I'm here to help you.
Great, nice to meet you, Nar. My name's Endercott. Now open up this door. Get me out of here.
I'll open up the door.
I mean, it took you long enough. Jeez. Comes out. He's like, "Oh, this is it? This is all you have?" Oh boy. And he kind of walks over here. He's like, "Oh, it's you again, Gimpy. Excuse me." And he kind of walks up here and he's like, "And a dwarf too? Really? You built this place? Are you the one to blame for putting me into here?"
No, I'm the one that got you out.
The dwarf to build doors with windows below the handles.
We could
Listen,
put him
sir.
back in, Jack.
Yeah, if you don't like the way that we've rescued you, you can go back into your cell and wait for someone else.
Well, I mean, it took you guys long enough, but I'm okay. I guess thanks for saving me, I guess. But I've been down here a long time. Anyways.
You may want to wait and go out with us, unless you're good at fighting hobgoblins.
I'm good at fighting. I'm really good, but I'll wait because, my arm has been broken by them, and I couldn't fight very well.
I'll open this one.
All right, gotcha. So that one you see, there's a young, middle-aged female human that's sort of trembling in the corner of the cell. And as immediately open, she says, "Please, no more beatings. Please, please, no more beatings."
My name's Nar, and I'm here to save you. And no, I'm not short for a hobgoblin.
She immediately jumps up and gives you a great big hug. "Thank you, Nar. Thank you for saving me."
All right. Well, I'll walk her out.
Alrighty.
Does this guy come out? The one that I'm...
Oh, yep, he does. So that's an 18-year-old male who kind of steps up and he kind of looks at you and he says, "You're not going to take me for them to eat me, are you?"
What? No, we're here to rescue you.
They told me that people would come and they would look like me and they'd want to eat me. And so I'm really worried that's part of what this is. Are you sure you're not going to take me to the cooks?
No, if you just peek out, you see that, we're not all human.
Oh, whew. Yeah, okay, alrighty. He's like, "Thanks." Lee, the gnome bumps into you and he goes, "Oh, excuse me," and he continues to mutter and he kind of walks down the other way. That's walking back.
did he look at a wall or anything when he came up here?
He just kind of made a circle and then walked all the way back again.
So there's no one out here, right? So if he accidentally fell in the water, no one would know, correct?
Nope, just gassy.
Yeah, it's hard to push dwarves into water, so no, never mind.
Right.
I'm just gonna grab the gnome as he goes by and say, "You want to come this way?"
He looks at you and he says, "Absolutely, tangent, sine, cosine."
I'm gonna search this Zarad guy.
Okay, gotcha.
I didn't know you knew Pythagoras.
He looks at you and he goes, "Oh," and then he just starts talking a whole bunch of math. So as you search the guy, you see that he has a key ring that's there that you suspect likely is to probably lock doors or something like that. And he does have that cat o' nine tails that you saw. He is missing his arm, and you see that his arm is looks like it was gnawed off by something. You're not sure exactly what it was, a long time ago. But otherwise, he doesn't really have any specific markings or anything on him.
Oh, okay.
Corson, is there
Mhm.
anybody else down here that you know?
Like, she looks around, she says, "Well, yeah, there's 3 or 4 that are missing, the little ones, some kids, I think, and then there was these. We had some halflings and dwarfs and stuff, but so yeah, we're missing about 8."
Well, we already brought Sonder and Maple.
Oh, you got the little ones then. Okay, yeah, I think
Yeah,
this is it. Yeah.
and we already brought the children up. 3
Okay.
of the 4 children.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. Yeah, I think you got everybody. Did you find my cane anywhere? Bastards took it.
I wasn't specifically looking for a cane.
I thought we saw one in that treasure room. We
There's
did.
treasure room. Immediately comes wandering out. She's like, "All right." She's like, "Cause I'd walk a lot faster if I had my cane."
Well, it's right down the hall. We can walk back that way.
Every time I step on this foot, it reminds me of that damn troll that bit my leg.
A troll bit your leg?
Yeah. Yeah. Way back when. Yes. Probably long before you were even adventuring.
I don't doubt that, considering I've only been adventuring like 2 days.
She looks at you kind of warily. Oh boy.
Me too.
Oh my gosh. She's like, "And you guys got all the way down here? I'm impressed."
Yeah, just keep that in mind. We rescued you.
I appreciate that. And the rest of the group continues to follow. You do go into that room, and you do find actually that there is the cane that's there, and she's actually pretty appreciative. She says, "Oh, thanks, it's my cane." And you see it's like an ivory carved cane. And she says, "Yeah, this was from the walrus that I killed way south of here." And she's like, "It got out of its tusk." Like, "All right, I'm ready. Let's get out of here."
I'm gonna search this torture chamber thing.
Okay, gotcha.
See if I find anything.
Yeah, sounds great.
I see a ghostly image of Jack
Kind of following with you.
right there.
Did he really? Here, let me drag Jack's token back on.
Oh, he's gone.
All right, cool. All right. So as you search the room there, you just find various things that are for like torture and whatnot, but nothing of significance.
Okay.
Hey, what's that guy doing in the water?
I group moved him. There you go.
So
All
are
right.
we leading these people back out now?
Yeah, we got another door, but I guess we might as well take them out so they don't die. We got that door up there.
Those doors are cracked open, so All right.
How's everybody doing?
I got, feel like I got one spell left.
I'm done.
We got everybody out of the down here that we know of.
According to Corey.
I say we go back up and take a rest then.
Sounds good.
Me too.
Okay. So as you all kind of continue with your flock of prisoners that you had found and continue to walk up, you get up to Gelv's place, Gelv's locks, and as you do, you see that the remaining kids are still there. I think you guys are having Gelv watch him, or they were going to watch him at Gelv's place, I think. You see Gelv is still crying about his familiar rat that's dead. You see he's over there, like made like a little bed for it, and it's got like a little matchbox that he's putting him inside for a little coffin, and real sad. And the kids are there, sort of eating food and whatnot, as well as the gnome and the dwarf, or the halfling and the dwarf, and they all see you kind of there. Coming up, you guys are obviously a little bloodied, and they see Corsten, and they all kind of say, "Oh, it's good to see you," and they all kind of reunite as well. And
What time does it look like outside?
it's so it's probably we'll say it's late afternoon. Keep you all on a day schedule.
Let's get the kids back to the orphanage then.
Sounds good.
All right.
What about
Go
what
ahead.
about the adults? Should we turn them into the like notify the guards we found them?
Are you all from the Cauldron?
See, they all nod, and they're like, "Yeah, yeah, we're all from here." They kind of talk a little bit about their various history and whatnot, and Corsten coming up talked about her adventuring that she did, and the other ones, some people are just typical folk, right? I mean, there's some that are very low class. There's some middle class that are here. One of them is parents are shop owners and whatnot, and but yeah, they just kind of or the one of them's a shop owner, and so they just kind of talk about that, and they've all been gone varying different times as well. The obnoxious guy, he says he's been down there for 4 or 5 months. So
Well, I think we should alert the constable that, we found everyone at least.
Yeah. Also, you adults, on Thursday nights, I got a 2-for-1 drink special at the Slippery Eel. Make sure you bring your coin and tip well.
they nod, and you even hear one of them. Devin's even like, "Oh, I like the Slippery Eel. I haven't been there in a long time."
Yeah, got a 2-person community act. I used to do ventriloquism, but Jack, he's not very good at it.
Jack has decided that he can talk, so
Right.
Yeah, well, when he moves his mouth, he just talks on his own. And, yeah, it messes up my jokes.
Right, Lee. It's a survivor discount. Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah, they take your they take your card, right? Kind of flip it between their fingers.
Since we don't have a drinking age, kids, here's your cards too. Make sure you
They're
bring
all
your coin and tip well.
they're all excited about it. Woo! So you gotta take the kids back first, or are you taking the adults to the constable first, or are you splitting up?
what's closer from where we're at?
Well, the constable is all the way on the north side on the Obsidian, by the town hall is where it's at. It's just left of it. You can see the city barracks that is over there. It's kind of in the northwest corner. The
We should just take everybody there. You may want to interview the kids.
Yep, thank you for doing that. And then the orphanage is right there.
We can
We're
drop
down
the orphans off on the way around.
Is there a reward for finding these kids?
Well, we can certainly ask. I bet all of these other people, there were rewards for them.
We did want to check to make sure that Beholder brought back that other kid too.
Yep,
Oh, okay.
Tara.
I'm gonna start walking down Lava Avenue.
Okay, all right, I gotcha. So you kind of start making your way around the circle there. You guys are heading to the orphanage first, then? That's where
Guess
you're
so.
headed.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Alrighty. So as you continue to walk and you have sort of this whole cadre of people with you and whatnot, the adults that you're bringing with you, they start announcing to all the people in the street that you have saved them. They're like, we're the missing, we're the ones who are missing, and these people just saved us. And you can see sort of there's like some clapping that starts going, and there's a lot of discussion. There starts to be this almost small little mob that's moving with you as you move through the streets, and people are, patting you on the back, and you hear people kind of whistling, and kind
I'll
of
tell the story at the Slippery Eel on Thursday.
and some of them like, all right, we'll be there.
Four drink minimum.
And
Bring your coin purse. Tip well.
one of them was like, what's the name of your troop?
Remember your servers.
And they kind of keep kind of walking, and you can kind of hear it. And as you get to the Lantern Street Orphanage, there's quite a few people that are now there, kind of around the opening and whatnot. As you get there, and people are clapping and hooting and hollering, and just generally pretty excited. You see that the headmistress comes out, and she opens the door, and she immediately sees the children. The children kind of run to her, and she gives them a big hug, and she's like, I am so glad you all are here. And she's kind of giving hugs and everything all around. She's like, this is wonderful. And so she's just so happy to see him.
Did Tara make it back?
Oh yes, he came back a few hours ago. This very nice woman brought him over. She was in a cape, and she had it was kind of pulled over her eyes, and she said that one of our good friends had found him and brought him back.
Yes, we're the good friends. Did she
Well,
tell you what her name was?
She didn't. I didn't ask. I was just so happy to see him. Should I have?
Well, it would just be nice to know.
Yeah. I wish she had, but I'm so glad my children are back. And she kind of gives them big hugs. She's like, I cannot thank you enough. I am so grateful.
Well, you could thank me on Thursday. I'll be showing at the Slippery Eel.
She looks at you and she says, I do not drink. I'm too busy with these
well,
children.
As long as you tip, you can come.
So she just kind of is giving the kids hugs again. And you see the rest of the people now have sort of milled about. And the people that you were with, that you had brought back into town, are just kind of like they're starting to go off in different directions and everything. See the kids go inside, and she says, I am so thankful. Thank you so much. I'm going to get these kids some good food. And then she starts to close the door.
I guess we walk the rest of them over to the
All right.
town guard.
All right, so you guys are kind of corralling them a little bit and whatnot because they were kind of moving off in different directions, and you kind of walk them over and get over to the town guard barracks, and one of the guards is standing there, and you see as he sees the crowd sort of coming, he indicates inside, and a few more guards kind of come out, and there's about 6 guards that are there now, and he says, "Hold, what's your business?"
We're the Saviors of Cauldron. We've come to return the missing.
The missing?
Yeah, the people that went missing.
Oh my gosh, the kidnappers! And one of them's like, "Really?"
Well, we're not the kid. We killed the kidnappers.
Oh, and they go, "Oh, quick,
Justified.
go get Officer Skellring." And you see one of them kind of runs inside, and he's like, "This is great." And suddenly you see a gentleman comes, older. He's got a gray sort of mustache that kind of hangs down, and he walks out and he says, "What's this about these the kidnappers have been, or the kidnapped people have been saved? Is this right?"
Yeah, here's the adults, and we dropped the kids off at the orphanage.
He looks, and you see the people that you've rescued kind of nod their heads, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, this is great news! I can't believe this!" And a big smile comes across his face, and he kind of taps one of the guards on the shoulder. He's like, "You got to go spread the news. Go quickly!" And you see one of them goes running down the street.
Oh wait! Before you spread the news, come back here.
Okay.
I'll be telling the whole story at the Slippery Eel on Thursday. So
He's like, and the
two
guard's like,
showings now.
I'll be there.
7 and 9.
It's like, "I'll be there." And you see he kind of runs off, and he comes over at the captain of the guard comes over, and he kind of looks to each of you, and he's like, "My name's Tercian Skelreg. Nice to meet you all. And you guys' names?"
I'm Eris.
Hi, Eris. Nice to meet you.
I'm gassy.
Gassy, it's a pleasure.
This one is Jack Brass.
Hello, Jack. You're taller than the rest, sort of. Not really.
I'm Billy Ray.
Billy Ray, nice to meet you.
I'm
I know you. You're Jester.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jesse.
See you at the Slippery Eel.
Yeah.
what-
Thursday coming up.
I watch it. Yeah, I've been to a couple shows. Why isn't your buddy wearing those funny looking tights?
We only break those out on show days because he ripped the last pair.
Gotcha. Well, this is great. And he looks over and he says, "Hey, I know you. You're gassy, right?" Of
Yes.
course. Well, this makes sense. I knew that Jenny was going to send some qualified people to go find those kids. Comes over and shakes your hand. He says, "Thanks again."
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. It's really great to meet you all. You can't believe how much you've done for the city. It's really nice. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna be able to do it today, but maybe I can put a word in for you or something.
Yep. It's not about what you do for your city. It's about what your city does for you.
Huh?
Nothing.
And he just kind of congratulates you, and you see everybody sort of kind of the guards are congratulating the people that have been lost, and you hear stories kind of being told back and forth, and the guard kind of goes around and talks to each of them and tells them how they've been looking for them, and they're really glad that you guys were able to find them. And again, another crowd starts to sort of build as this seems to be the talk of the town, as you see people kind of running up the streets, High Trumpet Street, and coming up and down Obsidian Avenue. People just generally running to figure out what's going on. It's gotten very, very busy. There's a lot of people here.
I'm going to stand up and start telling mini stories.
Okay, sounds good. Start doing your own little impromptu. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Wow, great rolls.
As I get up on the box.
Yeah. Perfect. So you guys all are just sort of enamored with all the people that are here and everything that's going on. And Lee, you've sort of slipped back, right? You're back in the shadows now. Nobody's really paying any attention to you anymore. And there's general discussion and excitement, joy.
And
Wow.
then I said, as I walked in the room confidently, to save these young children, wait. What do you want on your tombstone, mister?
The whole crowd sort of gets quiet.
Multiple hobgoblins came after me. I was dodging blows deftly. They sound pretty awesome, by the way, my story goes.
Yeah, it sounds great. People are cheering and oohing and on, and they even like if you say like a story about one of your colleagues, they go over and pat him on the back, and kind of they lift up Eris up on their shoulders, and when you get to like anything about Lee, everybody's like, where is he? Where did he go?
He's the shy one of the group.
And it's just general excitement. Everybody's really happy. I mean, that's the most happiness you've seen in Cauldron in quite some time. Not that everybody's unhappy, but it's definitely a lot of joy and excitement. And church bells are ringing. I mean, everybody's excited. Finally, after about 30 minutes or so, Gassy, you see Jenya kind of moves through the crowd and whatnot, and she's got a big smile on her face, and she comes over and taps you on the shoulder. She's like, "Great job."
You're welcome.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, you did a really good job. That's awesome. I'm glad you brought the kids back. Thank you so much.
It was very interesting.
Like I'm going to talk to the mayor. I'm going to see maybe if we can get an audience or something, so you guys can kind of get commended for this and whatnot. She's like, this is great, and just a lot of excitement and whatnot.
If you really want to know what happened, you should go to the Slippery Eel on Thursday.
Oh,
Here's a card for a free drink.
You got a salesman already, I see. I love it. A promoter. So, she takes the card. She's like, Gassy, I don't drink. You know that.
I'm going
You don't have to drink.
pass my hat around.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So as you pass it around, you do see people kind of putting coins in there and everything, and you get the equivalent of 65 silver pieces.
Thank you.
They all clap and cheer, and next thing you know, there's like small little fireworks going off, and somebody starts playing a lute, and people are sort of dancing in the street. This goes on for several hours. People bring you guys food and drink, and there's just sort of this impromptu festival that sort of takes off right here. And as time goes by, after a few hours, the people start to sort of walk away, and things sort of get a little bit more quiet as time goes, and eventually there's just a few stragglers there. And
I'm still passing my hat around. And I said, wait. I just need to ask you what we need to put on your headstone. And there's 400 hobgoblins in the room.
By this time, though, the people that are left are the ones that are really there just for the free drink and the food that disappears. They start to go away, too.
Yeah, the number of hobgoblins increase the later it goes.
Right. Right.
By Thursday's telling, it'll be the entire hobgoblin nation.
Right. Every hobgoblin ever born, right?
Maybe it's time to check in.
As you all start walking back, Jenya says, please come to the church.
Okay.
Sure, I'm on my way.
All right, gotcha. So as you guys continue to follow her, she's just kind of talking about just general things and whatnot. And as you get into the church, she walks you in and kind of takes you to her back sort of private chambers that she has. And you guys have been in there before. And or at least Gassy has, I think. And you walk in, and she indicates to the seats, you all have actually, to sit down. And she reaches over and she pulls up a chest and pulls the chest out and sets it on the on top of the table. She says, "There's your reward."
Look over at Lee like, aren't you supposed to check this for traps?
As long as I didn't have to open it.
I'll open it.
Right. So as you open it up, you see there's a pile of gold inside there. 2,500 gold pieces.
Ask it, Brian. Go ahead, ask it.
No, I'm not doing it.
Ah, there you go.
Why,
Greg,
thank
would
you.
any of us know of any place in town where we could get things identified?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, there's a magic shop. Someone that sells magic stuff. Been a few weeks, but I'm sure I can find it here in a minute. I think it's Ski's Treasure.
Does the stuff that we have that has writing on it, does it still have writing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sky's Treasury.
Yep, Sky's Treasury. As you guys are kind of sitting there, you know, looking at the gold or whatnot, Jenya does look to you and she says, "So, perpetrator did this."
Some guy named Kazmajan.
We don't
But
think
I-
he was working alone.
But somebody from up here is working with him.
Yeah. So, I had heard when we were there was some discussion. You guys came out of Gelv's Locks. Is that right?
We did. There was a door leading down into, well, not quite the Underdark, but down into an underground dungeon sort of thing below his building.
Was he implicated? Was he involved?
He was being kind of held hostage a little bit, forced to cooperate.
He sits back and nods. I see. So someone who maybe is not not completely innocent, but not completely guilty.
Yes. I'm going to describe the kingfisher symbol we found to her and say, did you recognize that?
So she kind of sits down and looks at that the image that you have there, or what you described it as. Did you guys take what it was? Did you guys take the note? I don't even know if you took the note.
I think
we
did.
took it.
Okay, gotcha. So as you you kind of show her the note that's there, and kind of looks at it, and yeah, I recognize that note. Like, where'd you find this?
Well, in one of the rooms down there, under a chest.
It says, well, this is this stamp is a mark from a messaging service. It's based in Kingfisher Hollow. called the Kingfisher Sendings. I rarely get things from them. Occasionally I'll get something. I never use their service, though, because they're so far away. But usually things from Sasserine or outlying cities usually will be sent with this.
So this likely came from out of town.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we need to find out who sent it.
Yeah. She reads it, she shakes her head. She's like, all along, it was just a big racket, huh? Makes sense. That's why they were just stealing. How did they get in and get all these people, though?
Well, they had a skeleton key.
Oh.
This one. Da, da, da.
Lock moment. So she looks at it and she says, This opens a whole bunch of doors and windows and stuff in town or something?
Yeah, pretty much any of the really good locks that Galv put together.
Kind of hangs on to it and she says, I'm gonna give this to Tercian. That way, when they prosecute Gelv, they'll be able to have evidence. I appreciate that. You may have to testify, by the way. You're not leaving town at all, are you?
Well, I'm not big on the magistrate and stuff like that. It's not really my thing. But
Where exactly did she put that key?
She put it in her little lockbox on her desk. Just kind of dropped it inside and closed it. Okay, well, is there anything else I can do for you all?
I don't think so today.
Okay, fair enough. Well, again, she stands up. She says, I'm so appreciative and thank you. And the city is so proud and happy. And again, I'll reach out to the mayor. Jester, I know where to find you. And Gassy, I know where to find you as well. And I'll definitely get that meeting. And maybe we can, get a proclamation or a day named after you or something. And, maybe there'll be more services needed or something,
Sure, I'm willing to help.
Wonderful. She says, "If you'll excuse me, I am tired. It's been late, and you guys really know how to party."
oh yeah, no problem. I'm gonna head over to the Slippery Eel.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm heading to my room in this place.
Alrighty. Okay.
I'm following Jester going to the Slippery Eel.
Alrighty. So you two go to
I
this.
think we can stay there, can't we? Slippery
Yeah,
Eel.
you can stay there. Sure, absolutely. They have a small place.
I'm
for
heading home.
You. Alrighty. So, Lee, you head off on your direction, and Eris.
I'm going to my place.
Yeah. So you all kind of separate into different directions, and you guys kind of go where you're going. And
Did we split up our cash?
I split it already for you.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. Well, I gave 500 each to everybody, so. As you guys kind of get to your place, you guys go ahead and go to sleep and do whatever you're going to do. So,
I want to talk to the owner of the Slippery Eel.
oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry. Let me grab. Got it. So, so you kind of walk in, and as you do, it's pretty late, and the owner's sort of sitting there, and he looks at you and he says, look what the cat dragged back in. It's been a while.
Yeah, I kind of want to get into business, and I was thinking maybe I just need to get into a tavern business. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. I think that's a great idea.
You know, but the only tavern I really like is this one here, the Slippery Eel. I was wondering, you looking for a business partner? 60-40?
Uh,
I'm promoting you pretty good.
kind of leans back and he says, well, let's just say the Slippery Eel is not for sale.
Well, maybe, small commission on my Thursday showings.
Here's what we'll do. Sure. I'll give you 5% of the drinks that are spent. And you can perform for free.
Okay, it's going to be a busy Thursday, just letting you know.
I don't want it too busy.
Maybe too late. Okay, well, yeah, we'll work on that.
Just then you see one of the a few people that are still sitting in the bar there kind of walks up to the bar and she says, thanks a lot, buddy. She flips him a coin. She says, I appreciate the drinks. She looks at you and she says, oh, hey, I've seen you before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just off my shirt.
Yeah. Great show you got going on here. And from time to time I see you on the street. So, hey, take it easy. And she kind of waves to you.
Thanks. See you later. Yep. Playing here Thursday.
Ah, okay. I'll be sure to check it out. You
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
she walks out alone and heads out on the street.
Do I recognize her?
I don't know. Maybe perception.
Got a 2 in my dexterity.
She looks like half of the other people that you've seen tonight. They all look the same.
Hey, Jack, you recognize her from anywhere?
This one does not.
All right. Go up and go to bed.
All right. So you two go to bed. Anybody else for the night? Anything else that anybody else was going to do?
You know, you probably could ask the cleric to remove curse and get rid of that.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about it.
That's specifically why I ask. All good
Oh,
though.
was it?
Yeah, that's okay though. That's all right. You got time. So you all are able to go ahead and get some sleep. I'll give you the long rest. So the way this campaign works, just kind of out of game here a little bit, is there is significant times where there's going to be downtime in between where you can kind of live in the city and whatnot. We talked about it a little bit. So you will have time to do downtime activities. So just something to think about. My thought is that if this is okay with everybody, is that we'll probably limit it to 5 or 10 minutes whenever that's like that for each person. And that'll include like shopping and all that other stuff. So that way we're not sitting here for 3 hours doing downtime crap. Is that okay with everybody?
Sweet.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. So that's probably be the plan there. Were you guys thinking about getting your curse removed? Remove curse?
Yes.
Okay. So it's
If we can.
500 gold to get it removed.
All right. Well, I will
Become
pay
easy
that
go,
500
right?
gold.
Yeah. Yep. So you can put your dexterity back up by 5. That's what it was reduced by, Nar.
I'll pay that as well.
All right, Lee, and you can bring yours up an additional point if you don't mind. And then over the next day or two while you guys are here, news doesn't take long to get around the old cauldron, right? And as the very next day, the cauldron stew, it's one of the rags that are there that news comes from, is shared. And it's amazing how the story really sort of fits. So it's there. I'll let you guys read that. We're going to take a quick break. All right, looks like everybody's back.
Who are the Stormblades?
Read the paper.
Good question. So, Eris, did you read that part in the paper? You have to scroll down. Sorry,
I think I missed it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you grab the corner and bring it down, there's more. There's like ads and stuff at the bottom too. I'll put it on the website too, so you can see it.
Oh, I see it now.
Yeah, they did call you out, didn't they?
We need a cool name.
Bourbon's back. You guys do need a cool name. I don't disagree.
We're a brass quintet.
Go. Yeah, seeing the steam clouds. That's funny.
There's an awful lot of thinking going on.
Right? I agree.
Not in Jack Brass's head.
So obviously, the next day or two, with you guys being in town, I know Lee asked for a bunch of arrows to be made, and I know that obviously, you guys kind of doing your general day-to-day type of activities. At some point, though, Gassy, Jenya does come to you and says, I thought the mayor would love to meet you in your group. Do you think you could get them all together?
I believe I can. I head over to. I'll head over to Eris's shop because I think that's where we all gather.
Lee, you can. Thank you for reminding me, too, by the way. So, yeah. So as you go over there, Lee, it's $100 per item, 100 gold per item.
I ain't getting anything identified. I had to spend all my money just to get rid of that curse.
So for anybody else, it's 100 gold to have something identified.
So how long before we're approached?
2 days.
Okay.
And it's interesting. It's at the same time that you have heard that Gelv has been arrested, right? I think it was in the newspaper. I think, if it hasn't, so he's been arrested and he's going to be put on trial.
Did we want to go back down and check that one door?
One door? Which one?
The door that was cracked. Cracked open. We never went in there.
Yeah, and if you want to.
Well, we should do that before we meet with the mayor.
All right. Is that what you guys want to do?
Otherwise, my OCT is going to make me wonder what's behind that one door.
All right. So one day, during one of those 2 days you guys go down there, it opens to the Underdark. So it's a bridge that goes across, and it literally is a path into the Underdark.
Oh, okay. I kind of figured it was something like that.
Yeah. Yep. That's exactly what it is. Place is restocked. You have to go through the whole thing all over again. That's just the way it goes.
Great. Is that level 4?
Right. No. You know how the zone is. It repopulates. They're all gray now, so they don't give you any XP.
I'm going to farm it for the treasure room.
Sit down there and wait for the respawn. Okay. So you guys
I got this silver ewer I need identified, I think.
okay. All righty. Gotcha. So Sky's Treasure is where everything's identified. If you guys want to head there, you can, and that way you can figure it out.
Sure.
So Sky's Treasure is a kind of like magic item and gear, and Sky is a female gnome sorcerer who's reportedly a retired adventurer, and so. You know, as you go in, she always tells you the story that you know, the reason why she retired was she actually awakened like a slumbering wyvern while attempting to steal some treasure, and you know, it slayed the rest of her party, but she managed to strike the last blow, right? And so she's like, that was it, I'm done, type of thing. And so she always tells a story every time you walk in, as if you're brand new and never heard the story before. So she kind of sees what you got there and looks at it gassing. She says, that ain't yet magical. That's just an ewer. It's all, please. You got to have something better than that.
Well, we got these goggles and this bow.
She looks, she says, all right, that's more up my alley. And she's looking at it. She's like, now it's expensive. Are you going to be able to afford it?
What is it?
100. It's 100 gold a piece.
No Saviors of the City discount?
Sure, I'll give you a Savers of the City. I'll do 2 for 3.
You'll do 3 for 2.
Right.
Okay.
What 3 do you want identified?
The 2 goggles and the bow. I think that's all we have.
So she
Unless other people have stuff.
Well, I do have a proposal.
okay.
I've got this pretty fancy magical drift globe.
And
And, I mean, you know, who doesn't need a nightlight that follows you around on its own? And when some evil thing casts, you know, darkness on you, you can cast daylight out of it. Super useful.
fine, I'll take that from you in exchange to identify 3 additional items.
I've got one that needs identifying, I just realized.
Well, 3 additional. Why not just these 3?
Oh, I can do those 3 if that's what you want.
Yes, I was gonna sell this, but
It's about the price you'd get for it anyways. Is
yeah. All right, I'll
that what you want to do?
yeah, I'll delete
All right.
it out of my inventory.
So the goggles are goggles of night, so they give you dark vision. And the short bow is a short bow +1.
Hey, those goggles of night might be handy for you, Lee.
Yeah, might save me from carrying a torch around.
What?
Well,
You do not have a built-in spotlight, and then my light comes on and shines directly in the Batard's face.
No, I don't have a built-in light where my brain is.
My light
Maybe-
goes off.
Sky goes, ooh, I will give you a lot for him.
eh,
How much?
I'll give you 10,000 gold.
he's not really worth it. Let me put the goggles on Jack.
That's awesome. All right, Jack looks cool with goggles on. Jack can see
you
in the dark
Jack?
too.
Jack can't see in the dark.
No, he can't. So
No, but I mean,
that's right.
with the goggles, he can see in the dark.
Okay.
That's what I meant by that.
I'll take a pair of those goggles if that's okay.
Oh, what's that potion?
Which one? Oh, the one that's in there? It's a
Yeah.
healing potion. Superior healing.
I've got this stone prism that's magical as well.
She looks at that, she says, ooh, pretty fancy.
Sadly, I do not have the funds to have you identify it.
I can pay for it.
Okay. So that is an ion stone of reserve.
What's it do?
Any creature can cast a spell first through 3rd level through the stone by touching it when it's cast. The stone can then hold up to 3 levels worth of spells at a time.
Does it have any in it currently?
It's empty.
If anybody else wants it, that's fine. If not, I'll use it. You guys can put whatever spells you want into it.
A good one for a warlock. I don't know if Eris wants it. But they're always hurting for the extra spellies.
Paris has gone really quiet.
May have stepped away for a few minutes.
I'm here.
It's out there for you, Eris.
No, you can keep it if you want. It's no big deal.
Okay. Might be good to have some reserve healing spells in there.
Guy says, well, what else? What else you got?
You got all these masks. Can't remember, were these things magical? No, they weren't.
Nope, they weren't.
No, they just had bunny ears.
Right.
Yeah.
They're for your act, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll keep them.
They give you like a +2 on performance rolls.
I thought I had something else. I got these scrolls. I'll see what she'll give us for this plant growth scroll.
Okay. She hands you well, yeah, she'll hand you 200 gold.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Do that.
You just want to delete it out, you can.
I'm dropping some of this stuff that
in
everyone
the
else
party
wanted
sheet.
me to carry back in the party treasure. There's a
All right.
bag of tricks in there that if the group wants to sell, we can. Or somebody can keep it, whatever they want.
So just put the 200 in the character party thing, or you got it in yours, Jester?
Oh yeah, you can just put it in the party thing.
All right.
With it.
Anything else to identify or sell or?
Well, I think we're just gonna. Anybody want that short bow?
I use a longbow, sorry.
Oh, hold on a second. No worries. I'll keep what I've got. We
Okay.
can sell everything that's in there.
You know what? I'll actually take it and swap out my longbow for it. I do less damage, but it's magical, so it might come in handy later on.
Alrighty. Anything else that you want to keep or you want to get rid of? Go ahead and drop it in there, and we'll just sell it right now.
I guess Jack's. If nobody's grabbing that other goggles, then Jack could grab them.
All right.
Looks like a potion of superior healing in there for somebody.
Yep.
Jack could take that too. Oh.
I'm dropping the gems in that we picked up as well.
Okay.
Give me just a second. I'm going through my sheet here.
Oh, I got all those flasks.
Yeah. So all those flasks, none of them are magical, but they are flasks that were made that you'd use as like the base to make magical stuff. So they're like worth maybe a silver piece.
Put them in there.
All right.
Gnome statue. I am keeping the masks. Let's see what else.
As you guys are kind of going through your bags and whatnot, the door opens, and I'll let you guys keep kind of going through it. And you hear her say, "Oh, hello, sir. It's boy, I'm surprised you came in." And as you look over, you see it's Lord Valantru, and he kind of walks in. He says, "Well, I was just trying to see." He goes, "Well, hello. It's the heroes of the town. Good to see you all."
Ah, good to see you.
Yeah, boy. When we sat down and talked at the Slippery Eel a few days ago, I didn't expect to know that I was going to be sitting around these famous people. I mean, this is like you're celebrities now.
Well, shucks. I mean, yeah. Tell me all about it. Tell me.
Wow,
I got time.
all the town's talking about it. Matter of fact, I was over at the Koi Nixie, and they were saying that they were even thinking about maybe bringing you over if you get cleaned up a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can work on that. We can negotiate.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I got to tell you, I the stories, if they're even half true, it's pretty impressive.
Fully true. And I will be telling everything this Tuesday,
This Tuesday, okay,
d-
all right.
down at the Dirty Bucket.
Oh,
DJ's Dirty Bucket.
boy, you're really gonna bring that place on the map. You know that?
Well, I'm looking for a place I can get a partnership and kind of really
Okay.
build something.
Oh, well, you're looking for a partnership? Maybe I can help you out. I've built quite a bit in town here. Helped out fair times when I see a good business deal. Maybe we can go into business sometime.
Oh, yeah. Something small, maybe tip
Yeah.
tankard style.
Okay. All right. I gotcha. Well, I'm pretty sure you. Yeah. I mean, tip tankard's pretty good, but you can do better than that.
Ooh, you think so?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And he kind of looks around and goes, "Gassy, Eris, nice to meet you. See you again."
You as well.
Uh,
I'm
looks
looking
all-
around seeing if she has any potions to sell in this place.
Oh yeah. You looking for something in particular?
Uh, maybe a greater healing potion.
Sure, she has those. Um, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to get into business." Guy's like, "Oh no, I'm glad you came in. It's always nice to have you come in. Every time you do, there's more people that come to see me." She looks at you guys. Anything else that needs to be sold out of your guys' stuff? So she says 250 gold for that if you want to buy a greater healing.
Okay.
If there's nothing else, I'll have you all roll persuasion. Well,
Actually, I am going to attempt to persuade, and I'm going to channel divinity as the emissary of peace.
okay. And what does that
So
give
I
you?
get a +5 to my persuasion skill.
To your persuasion skill, so it's plus 10. All right, perfect. Thank you. So let me see what we got here. So it's all right, and so as you guys are doing that, she says, "You know what?" She's like, "You guys are great people, good customers. I'll give you 100% of the money." Click. And she's like, I appreciate all the stuff you brought in for me. That's great. Lord Valentu says, "Well, hey, look me up, Jester, and we'll see what we can do. Find maybe a nice place, maybe on Magma Street or even on Lava, and we'll talk about business, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard there's an opening over there by Middle Tome. Gelb's Locks, maybe.
Well, oh, yeah, no kidding, right? Boy, he's in trouble, isn't he? He'll be finding the end of the noose, I'm sure.
Yeah. We'll see how it turns out. I wonder
Yeah.
if they'll call us into court.
Probably. I'm excited. I can't wait to go to the trial. It's amazing what he did over all these years, right? All these everybody's locks and being able to get into everybody's places. Terrible. I had my locks changed already.
Oh, really? Who did them?
Well, Gelv did initially, but I got somebody from Sassarene's brought him in. That way I don't have to worry about anybody messing with my locks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Good call.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, hey, great to see y'all.
See you later.
See ya. He walks out. Then she looks at Gassy and says, "You want that potion of greater healing?"
Yeah, I give her 250.
Alrighty, I just dropped it in there for you.
Oh, I
So,
just
did you grab
I
one?
just
Perfect.
yeah, I just popped
Awesome.
one on my
That
list.
sounds good. Excellent. Thank you. She's like, anything else? Anything else y'all looking for?
Does she have any magic items in there? Or?
She says, I'm fresh out today, but I will in the future.
Oh, okay.
Couldn't afford it anyways.
Like, what are you looking for? Maybe I can order it from Sasserine.
I don't know. I don't know my magic items very well.
All right, well,
Let me
think
think.
about it. All right.
A warhammer of instant death.
So after you guys do your shopping in there, unless somebody has anything else,
And a
Jenya,
shield of spell refraction.
I think they actually have those. Jenya kind of knocks or peeks in. She says, "You all done selling everything? We don't want to keep the mayor waiting too long."
Yep.
Yep.
We're all good.
So she kind of takes you, and you guys walk over to the Lord Mayor's residence. So is right here. It's the large castle that's there, and large wall compound. And as you do, you see the city guards are there, and they sort of stand, and Jenya sort of kind of nods to them and says, "We're here to see the Lord Mayor," and they're like, "Yes, ma'am." And they open up the door, and as you guys come in, you walk in, and it looks like a typical mayor's house, right? For in this time, and as you walk in, you see Severin Nalavent. He's the mayor. He's a male human. He's in his 30s. He's been 40s, sorry. He's been a mayor for quite some time, and he kind of thanks you and says, "I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys doing everything that you did for the city. It was really really great."
Oh yeah, it was nothing.
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh, just bunch of hobgoblins.
Like it was 1,000, wasn't it?
Thousand of them, and he smiles and listens. He's like, I've heard the stories. A lot of people have told me all about it. To be honest with you, I heard that really the beginning stories just didn't really give it justice of how many you really truly killed.
No, yeah, nope.
Yeah, I
That is
heard it
true.
got to be a lot more accurate as time went on.
Yeah, it's a tricky thing, that memory. It takes a while to come back to you.
Yeah, I bet. So, well, I'm glad that it's going well. So, um, she says or he says, if anything comes up again in town or something, we'll definitely hit you guys up. Are you going to the trial?
Not sure.
Okay, alrighty. Well, I hopefully we'll see how it goes, right?
I'm surprised we haven't been called as witnesses.
You probably will be, knowing the magistrate. I'm sure they'll probably have you come, but they like to keep things sort of quiet for a little bit, as you can imagine, right?
They kind of held him hostage and forced him to cooperate.
They did, huh?
Yeah.
So are you gonna vouch for his character then?
Well, I don't know him that well, but there's more to the story than him just cooperating with him.
Yeah, get that. I get that. Well, it'll be interesting to say the least. But he says, "Oh, how could I forget?" And he reaches over, and you see he's got the second-hand person kind of standing behind him. He says, "Do you have that?" And he hands each of you a scroll, and he says, "Here's an acknowledgement of the appreciation of the city of Cauldron for your returning the children to the orphanage and solving the kidnapping issues. Bravo!" And he kind of claps. Strong work.
Thanks. Does this come with like a free year without taxes?
Oh.
For a buddy.
No, it doesn't. It's just it's pretty much something you can put on your wall. But hey, it's from the mayor, right? And so that makes it very important.
Well, as the mayor, do you have any other work for us?
Well, the city's actually doing pretty good right now. I don't really know of anything that's a big issue. I'm really kind of focused on the trial right now. But if something comes up, I'll reach to you. Is that okay? Reach out to you and see.
Sure. We can usually be found at the Slippery Eel or what's that other place, Chester?
Oh,
Like the
the
dirty
tip
bucket,
tankard
Bucket.
tip
and the
tankard.
dirty bucket.
Yeah,
Tip
pretty
tankard
much
and the
pretty much
dirty
any of
bucket.
them, huh? You
Yeah,
sm-
dirty bucket on Tuesdays, and
Eh.
then we go over to the tip tankard at Wednesdays, and end the circuit at the Slippery Eel on Thursdays. 2 for 1 drinks.
He smiles and he kind of chuckles. He says, "How about I just call for you if I need you? Is that okay? I'm sure Miss Jenya will let me know." And she says, "Of course, sir, of course." She's kind of chuckling behind you guys as you're going down your list of things.
Okay. That'll work too, and remind Jenna to bring her coin purse.
Jenna rolls her eyes. So, after the pleasantries and whatnot, you're kind of escorted out and, out to the street. And Jenna's like, "Why would you tell him to go to the bar? He can't go to the bar. He's the mayor."
Yeah,
You
mayors
can't go
deserve
to a
good time.
bar when you're the mayor? Then why be
Ooh.
the mayor? You should be able to go wherever you want.
You're probably right,
I'm
but
pretty sure I've seen him at the Dirty Bucket once or twice.
she's like, maybe he sneaks in there. But she says, "Congratulations." She's like, "Can I see that?" And she's like, points to one of your guys' parchments that's there.
Oh yeah, here you go.
She unrolls it. She goes, "Wow, that's awesome." She hands it back. She's like, "That's a real honor. Not a lot of people, get those, and so that's really important."
Yeah, sweet.
As you guys, kind of make your way back and whatnot, you hear a person on the corner, "Read all about it. Cauldron Stew. They're going to hang Gelv. Read all about it." They got one of the new newspapers there, and they kind of hand it out to you guys as you're kind of walking around town, and you get a couple copies of it as you're moving through. And it seems that the people now have sort of noticed that you've sort of become back into obscurity, right? You were kind of a big deal for a day or two, and now nobody really pays attention to you anymore, and you guys are just kind of walking through the streets like you normally would.
That's
Uh,
good. Anonymity is good
Yeah,
for us superheroes.
right.
Perception checks to look for any NPCs with a question mark over their head.
Well, it was a great perception roll, and you do see off in the distance that same female that had said something to you at the Slippery Eel is sort of like 4 or 5 blocks away, and immediately when you see her, she kind of ducks in between the buildings.
See
Jenny,
that scent of mounds of corpses lying around. Told you.
probably got that from your story, right?
Yeah. Hey, there's alarming reports in here of draconic activity above the mountains in the north of Cauldron. It says in here, over the past month, several travelers between here and our neighboring city of Sassarine claim to have witnessed the passage of a large dragon on the wing.
Flashes red with 3 triple up arrows.
It's a red dragon. I think I read about a group took on a red dragon. That's Some say it's black.
I personally like Barthat.
Mark, yeah, he likes his commercials, right?
Maybe this vandalism's more our level.
Red Dragon to vandalism.
Vandalism it is.
Do we have anywhere to head off to?
We could find out who purchased or who sent that note by that courier company.
Oh, yeah. Who's the professionals? I forget that one.
Well, if we're the amateurs,
It's the ones with the cool name.
Oh, those
Oh.
Stormblades.
They called us out for missing a room where all of the gear was stored.
Oh,
Wait,
did
isn't
they?
it your job to find all of the secret doors? What were you doing?
apparently not much. I try to find as many secret doors as I can.
What gear did we miss? I'm disappointed now. Now we have to leave something for them. I mean, what did they do? They just found a bunch of kobolds.
We didn't see any kobolds down there.
They donated to the orphanage. They gave all their proceeds to the orphanage.
Yeah, we should check in on that and see how much was donated.
Well, the reason why they're donating everything is because they all belong to, like, the nobles in this city. They're like spoiled little brats. Like that Zachary guy. He belongs to one of the, the prominent families in the town.
Huh. Do we want to investigate them?
Well, they're not exactly telling the truth. I mean, if you look at there were no carrion crawlers down there. There were no kobolds.
Oh, I thought they said the carrion crawlers came in because we left a bunch of dead bodies laying around.
Well, that could be true.
Oh, I guess we could go talk to them.
Sure. Where do they hang out?
Certainly not down here on the lower rings like we do.
They travel in different circles, eh?
Maybe the Koi Nix? Let me check my notes. See what we got here.
There you go. Right. Do you know they own the Cauldron Stew? No, I'm just kidding. They don't, but
I'm sure one of them does. It's always like that.
it always is, right? Never. All right. So while you guys are doing this, so kind of thinking about it. So another day would have gone by, and as you guys are kind of looking around, trying to figure out where they would hang out. I don't know if you'd want to ask around or whatnot. If we want, what we could do is you can each look at one of your skills and pick a skill that you think would work to try to find them and or to find information about them or anything like that, and then we can do a skill challenge for it.
I will use persuasion to ask around.
Alrighty, gotcha. Jack asks around, and Jack, you're a little intimidating, to be honest with you. You think you're human or some sort of humanoid, but you don't really blend in great.
Well, maybe I should intimidate then. Tell me everything.
That's better. You're missing your calling. So Jack kind of looks around. Jack, you don't find anything. Like nobody will really talk to you. So you're trying to persuade people. They just kind of run away from you as you walk up. You don't get it. Maybe it's the goggles.
I'll do a deception, and then I'm gonna disguise myself and go around and kind of like talk about how they're like boasting and bragging and ask questions about them. Like when people correct me that they did kill these carrion crawlers and all this.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you kind of go about doing that, and you do hear bits and pieces and rumors and whatnot, and you do hear that they do like to hang out together as a group, and typically are seen walking through the city in the group, and they usually stick around the Obsidian Avenue. Very rarely do they go down below Magma Avenue, but you know that they're pretty much stay up in the upper ring. Sort of hoity-toities. What else?
I'll just try perception to see if I can hear anything about where they hang out.
Gotcha. Sounds good.
And I could just go ahead and ask Jenya.
That's true, actually. You sure could. So, go ahead. You can do a perception.
Okay.
Yeah, so you kind of talk, and Jenya's like, I don't know much about it, but I do know they're a noble family, and each of them have a manor. So if you really want to know, they probably live with their parents still, because that's what rich kids do. And she says, but I typically the affluent usually go to either the Koi Nixie or the Cusp of Sunrise, but you're not going to be able to get in the Cusp of Sunrise. That's a private club.
I'll tell the guys the Koi Nixie looks like the likely spot. Can you get a gig there? Nar?
I can try to get a gig there.
Lee or Eris, would you guys like to do a skill on your list that you think would be helpful? You've got 2 successes so far, 1 failure.
I'm just trying to figure out what skill.
Yeah, no worries. That's all good.
I'll talk to some of my normal customers that usually come into the shop.
All right, sounds good. So you kind of talk with some of your normal customers and everything. How about for you, Lee?
I'm going to go to the dirty bucket and see if I can find out if any of them come in there slumming in disguise, so to speak.
All right, sounds good.
I have no idea what skill that would be.
So it depends on how you'd want to ask, right? So, you could do it as a as
Observational type thing. How about investigation?
sure. That sounds great. Actually, nobody's done investigation. That'd be perfect. Yeah. So you find out that they don't really hang out down there, but you do know that the four of them have just recently got together as a group, maybe in the last couple months, and they're really trying to kind of push themselves to get their name out there. And they do seem like sort of the privilege that you would expect, right? So the dirty bucket, they're all kind of talking down about them and how they don't really, of course, if I had all the best gear and magic items, I'd be pretty rocking it too, and et cetera, et cetera. So, but it does sound like they've been at least as a group for the last couple months. And then, Eris, you have one of your customers comes in and you're kind of talking, and they usually do a lot of nice jewelried, sort of ornamental weapons, and you kind of ask, and they say, well, they usually hang out at the koi just about every night or so. And they said, but you got to be careful because they are protected, though.
What do you mean protected?
You don't want to touch them because, if you're not looking to mess around with them or mess them up, are you?
No, no, not openly anyway. They might deserve a butt kicking, but we just
Don't
want to talk to them.
remember their parents are all in high places, and you guys are you're brand new in town, and I really appreciate you, helping the kids and all, and figuring out the crimes and stuff, and but I mean, I don't want to see you thrown in the brig or even thrown outside the walls.
Oh, we're not that. Um, no, no, we would never do anything like that. We
Uh,
just want
uh,
to talk.
oh, okay, yeah, well, probably, yeah, over at the koi, I think. Do you need? Would you like me to bring over, like some nice clothes for you?
Well, yes, if you have them.
Oh, of
Something that
course.
would make me, fit in a little bit
Yeah,
better.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, your clothes are just fine, but if you're going to the koi, you got to have something, a little nicer. You understand, right?
Of course.
Yeah, I don't mean anything rude by that. You didn't take that rude, did you?
No, I know what
Okay,
it's like here.
okay,
Been
good.
here all my life.
I
I know
know, but
what the upper rings are like.
yeah, I know. I don't go up there much either, but as I choke on my spit.
That's what happens when you drink out of your dip cup.
I can't help it. She's like, but I rarely get down below the magma, avenue, and I only come down to lava to see you. Of course, you know that.
Yeah, I know. I never go above magma either.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So she leaves the place. You rolled a nat 20, by the way. Nice job.
Cool.
So the rest of you probably all get back together again at some point. I take it.
What's the name of their group again?
Stormblades,
Stormblades.
I believe.
That sounds right to me.
You guys spend the day kind of canvassing the town. You all go into your own little haunts and whatnot, trying to figure out where this group is at and all that other stuff. And I assume you all come back together at some point somewhere. Is that right?
What time is it?
Really,
'Cause
whatever.
what and what day is it?
Yeah. So this day, we are now on the 11th day. The
So is
10th
it a
day.
Monday,
10th day.
Tuesday, Wednesday?
It's a Tuesday.
So we're at the Dirty Bucket.
Yep, you're down at the Dirty Bucket today. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah, Lee. All right, Lee. Yeah, that sounds good. So you're going to throw a little rumor out there? I like it.
I'm
I
going to
think.
throw a lot of rumors out over the past several days.
Okay, all right. Sounds good. So we'll do a deception roll for you.
When most of the crowd is drunk.
Nice. I like it. So you guys all meet up, and the Dirty Bucket is pretty busy tonight. Actually, word's gotten out, right, that your guys' group's here, and as you walk in and see, there's quite a few people here, and yeah, so people are you know just kind of milling about and whatnot. All right, so you guys kind of share the information with each other, I suppose.
Yep. Let them know that the koi is where we need to go if we want to have a chat with them.
Okay.
All right, and you see Lee's trying to pass around all rumors and whatnot, and you guys can hear him over there and kind of talking about some stuff and whatnot. So you're able to do your show, Nar, without any difficulties, and the general definitely busier than normal. The Dirty Bucket comes over and tells you he appreciates all the business you bring in.
Sure. Yeah, it's really enjoy this venue. It's a great place.
Nice. Um, Afterwards, you guys are able to go to bed, and then I assume you're going to the koi the next day then?
Yeah, I'll probably try to go there.
Okay. So as you guys head over to the koi, Eris, she brought.
I might get dressed and put my fine clothes on though.
All right, I was just going to ask. Eris, she did bring you the dress to wear. Maybe a little, 10 years earlier, probably in style, but nonetheless, she'll be okay.
Do my hair up, put my makeup on.
Nice.
Goes the
Good.
jester.
The entire group going in?
Oh, you know Jack Brass is going.
Hey.
I'm his bodyguard.
That's true. I forgot.
I am not going there.
You're not going in? All right, gotcha. So Lee doesn't go in. Gassy, you going in too, buddy?
I'm not 100% sure it'd be a good idea for me to go in, but yeah, I'll go in.
Okay, alrighty. Eris, I know you're going. Okay, gotcha. So as you guys kind of walk up, you see the Koi Nixie. You immediately recognize, it's a very nice place, right? It's where everybody tends to go. And as you walk up to the door, you see there's two men that are sort of standing there, and they see you come up, and they look and they say, "Sorry, he's not allowed in here."
Which one's that?
Dwarf.
Oh, why is he not allowed?
Dwarves aren't allowed in here. Sorry. You understand, don't you, dwarf?
Of course.
It's the way it is.
You're a narrow-minded. What am I thinking of here?
The word would be racist.
Yeah.
Like, so it is, but you're still not allowed here. The rest of you can come in, though, the three of you.
All right. Well, sorry, Gassy.
Yeah, no problem.
And you guys kind of walk through, and as you do, Gassy, you see they sort of stand in front of the door, kind of arms crossed, sort of blocking your way in case you decided to make a bolt for it to get in. As you guys walk in, you see that it's a very nice sort of tavern and dance hall. You hear that there's music playing, and you see people are sort of dancing. This definitely is sort of the high high royalty, I guess, of the area, right? So you see lots of people that are from the upper echelon, definitely the Obsidian area, Avenue and whatnot, and you kind of mill about and whatnot. I don't know if you guys are looking for drinks or if you know what you're specifically looking for.
Oh, I'm here to do my show.
Oh, are you? Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
So you go over and talk to the owner.
Yeah. Go over and talk to him.
Like, sorry.
Got it.
Nope.
Got a good routine. Why not?
Nope. Because I haven't vetted you. I know nothing about you. There's a lot of money in this room.
Circuit.
Yeah. You've done the whole circuit, huh? What have you done above a Magma Avenue, huh? Anything?
Spent some time in the Lord Mayor's residence.
Really?
Check out this certificate here I got.
Probably forged.
No. I do forgeries, and this is way above anything I could do.
His eyes get sort of wide as you say that. He's like,
yeah, I'm from the lower streets, you know. I mean, they teach you that in Bard College up in Sasserine, how to do forgeries.
like, not gonna happen, friend. Not gonna happen. Come by when it's not business time, and maybe you can show me your skit. Little play.
Well, you know, I do a comedy routine too. Also,
You do,
it
huh?
doesn't have to. Yeah. It doesn't have to be a dramatic reading.
Huh?
Yeah.
These people look like they like comedy.
Oh yeah, they like comedy secretly. You know what I mean? So out in public, they're all prim and proper, but you know, you give them a couple dwarf and gnome jokes, and next thing you know, the drinks are flying. Did you hear about that gnome city that doesn't let humans through the gates?
Nope.
They call it No Man's Land. Get it? No, Gnome's Land. Get it? Pretty good.
He rolls his eyes. Ugh. Is that
Jack
all you
Brass
got?
laughs. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that actually. So yeah, he just kind of rolls his eyes. He's like, "Sorry, man, not today. Not today. Feel free to have a drink."
Well, why? You know, why are all the gnome jokes one-liners? You know why?
Why?
They're always pretty short.
Shakes his head again.
Nothing. You want to know when you're a gnome? It's if your richest relative needs help to take the wheels off his house. That's how you know you're a gnome.
Shakes his head again. He's like, "Can you please just go get a drink?" Kind of walks away.
Tough room. Tough room. Show him with the dwarf jokes. What do you think, Jack? You didn't even laugh at my last joke, Jack.
I just misunderstood you. Tell it again.
How do you know you're a gnome? If your richest relative needs help take the wheels off his house, get it? Gnomes, they like, house on wheels. Nothing.
Eris, so you're standing in there and you see these guys telling their jokes back and forth, and you see the general room is every time he laughs, they sort of look at him almost startled, right, at Jack Brass, and you can see they're all kind of talking about Jack Brass and everything that's going on over there by you guys.
Yeah, I'll just get a drink. I'm not trying to engage any of them.
All right, gotcha.
I don't even really know why we're here.
So you go get a drink, and as you do that, obviously Jester and Jack are kind of telling jokes and laughing back and forth between each other. Gassy, you're outside, right? Do you just kind of sit outside watching the guards, or?
I'm trying to find Lee because I know he's out here somewhere
I
too.
was just gonna ask where Lee's at. So Lee, where are you at, my friend?
I am at the dirty bucket.
All right, so Lee's down there drinking beers, spreading rumors.
Yep.
Oh, so
Drunker
I'm
than.
out. I'm
I
out there
wait until
alone.
they're really drunk.
You are out there alone, actually. You see that the people that walk the street up here, they also kind of look at you as you're standing there, and they kind of look down their nose a little bit, and you hear whispers about dwarf on the up in the high ring and whatnot. You kind of hear them kind of talking. One of them says, "Oh, he stays over at the St. Cuthbert's and whatnot, and he must not have enough money to even have a place. He has to stay at the church." And
I just start talking to the guards,
alrighty,
asking them if they want me to bless their weapons.
yeah, and they're like, "You don't have to bless anything of ours." They seem very cold. Gassy, Jack Brass, Eris. So you guys are in the Koi Nixie.
Do I know that, Lee? Did you even walk up here with us, or did you stay?
I stayed.
Well, I don't know that I would have left Gassy out there on his own.
Okay, gotcha.
So once,
Walk back out.
yeah, once Jester and Jack are, having their conversation, I'll slip back out with
Okay.
Gassy.
As you see, Eris comes down the steps.
Yeah, I
Well-
don't want to leave you out here all alone.
You want to play quarters? I throw a quarter at the wall, see how far away it bounces, or a gold piece, or whatever.
Jester, you and Jack kind of laughing, telling jokes and stuff, and you kind of look around and you don't see Eris anywhere, and you see a lot of people sort of looking at you. And
All right. Well, we'll just go to the bar and have a drink, I guess. I don't know why I'm here either.
You guys go up to the bar and start drinking and whatnot and having a drink, and they sort of stick their nose up, not at you, but just sort of like, ugh, I've never seen these people before. And you see a bunch of them kind of come over, and then you hear one of them goes, says, "Anna, hey, nice to see you." And she says, "Yeah, I'll take my usual." He's like, "All right," and sort of pushes a drink over to her, and she looks over and she says, "Oh, hello.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?"
Doing good. Just stopped in for a quick drink,
Hey, you've never been here before.
Yeah, just checking out the scene.
Gotcha. Wow. Here's to telling stories.
Yeah. Do you tell stories too?
Oh no. Nope. I just listen to them.
That's good. What's your favorite stories?
Oh, my favorite stories. Oh, it's got to be the stories about adventurers, right? Her eyes twinkle. She's like, "Yeah, I love adventurers."
Oh yeah.
You too?
Yeah, me too. I like telling stories about my own adventures.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh, really? So modest. Well, what? Please tell me.
Well, I'll pull out the certificate and show her the mayor.
Wow.
Yeah, this was for saving all those missing kids and
Oh
adults.
my gosh. Oh, you're the ones? Oh.
Yeah.
Just you two?
No, we had 3 others, but we did
Oh.
most of the work. Yep.
You two did most of the work, huh?
Just kidding.
Well, I heard there was
effort.
bodies piled up like crazy down there.
Yeah, a lot of hobgoblins, tough to hit.
I heard it, and I read the paper, and boy, oh boy, it sounds like you guys really did a good number down there.
Yeah, we tried. It was tough. It was touch and go there for a while.
I bet. Well, I have to tell you, if I was ever in the adventuring, I'd be right in your corner. Go team.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I heard there's some other adventurers that come here sometimes.
really? No
Like
kidding.
Stormblades or something.
Oh, the Stormblades. They probably aren't anywhere near your caliber.
Well, I heard they come in here sometimes. I don't. I've never met them, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, well, I think that the that group of Stormblades, they're just there to protect the city. Really, I don't think they're really in for all the glory. It's probably not as big as you guys, right?
Have you ever met a Stormblade?
Yeah, I have one a time or two, and then you see a guy comes over and goes, "Hey, Anna," and she's like, "Hey, Todd, how are you?" He's like, "I'm pretty good." She's like, "Hey, this is the group that we've been reading about in the newspaper." Todd looks. He goes, "Oh, really? Wow. You guys don't have a very big group."
Well, yeah, we do pretty good. Just the two of us, but yeah, we got three others.
My gosh, wow, that's great. I think that's a phenomenal thing. Huh. Well, who knew?
Yeah. Do you adventure?
He goes, I dabble. Yeah, a little bit here and there, sure. I like working on trying to figure out traps and stuff. I think that's always fun. Trying to see if I can find a secret passageway. It's pretty neat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the lots of traps in that last one when we went down there.
Oh, was it really? Wow. Huh. Are you the trap specialist or is it him? Is he the trap specialist?
No. Our trap specialist isn't here right now. But yeah,
Oh,
there's a
really?
lot of traps down there. I did disable a few though.
Oh, I got to tell you what. I'm sure that you guys probably got them all, didn't you?
We got a few.
No.
Did yeah.
Hmm.
So, did you go down there?
Oh, nope. Mm-mm. No way. Not me. Well, I have to be honest. It's great to meet you guys. What's your adventure group's name?
It's one second.
Kind of sits there on bated breath while you're looking it up. Eris and Gassy, you two are both sitting outside still and bouncing quarters.
It's Nar and the Aquanauts.
Nar and the Aquanauts. Nice. I
Yeah,
like
it
it.
goes with the cauldron, the water and everything.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I like the name. That's a great name. So,
Jackson. He's an Aquanaut here.
is he? Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. Well, that's great. Yeah. Well, it was great to meet you guys. I look forward to hearing about your adventures.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice meeting you.
Yeah, you too. Take care. And you see the two take their drink and they kind of walk away. And Yassi and Eris, you guys, as you're out there on the street, kind of kind of throwing quarters and whatnot, you hear sort of a commotion down the High Wan Street. You're not sure what it is, but you can hear some people talking and a lot of sort of discussion back and forth, and it's much louder than what you would expect. And the bouncers are kind of looking down the street, and they're like, I wonder what's going on down there.
Let's go check that out.
Hey,
Sure. Let's go.
as the two of you kind of make your way down the street, the Haiwan Street, you do see that there's a few people there, and you see some of the city guard is there, and they're like, "All right, people, back up," and you're kind of there with the crowd, and the guards are sort of keeping you away, and you see there's must be either a sergeant or something that's overlooking between one of the alleyways of the building there, and the guard's like, "All right, everybody, stay back. Nothing to see here. All go about your business." You hear somebody next to him. I bet there's a dead body in there. You think? One of them looks to you. He said, "What do you think's in there?" I think they're hiding.
I'll go up to the guard.
All right. And guard says, "Ma'am, you need to stay back. This is official business."
Understand, sir. We're anything we can do to help?
I think we got it all under control. I don't see any issues going on. I mean, unless you have information.
Well, we might. What's the
Oh,
problem?
well, we've the building back here was broken into again, and there's some looks like more of that graffiti. We're handling it though. It's fine.
Oh, the graffiti we read in the stew?
Yep. Yeah, we it's just a minor inconvenience. We'll get this all taken care of. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, what does this one say?
Oh, have you been following it pretty closely?
Yeah, just in the cauldron stew.
Oh, yeah. Well, this one says something about he's a wolf or something. I don't know. It's just goblin writing, though. I mean, you never really know what they're gonna say. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I think it'll be fine. So, it's okay. You just go about your business. We got it. He looks at the other lady. He's like, "There's no corpse over here, ma'am. There's no corpse. Nobody died." She's like,
Oh, well, that's good to know.
"Yeah." She's like, "I bet there's some body there. They're just not telling us. If we were down in the lower rings, they would be traipsing it out probably." She kind of goes down the street.
But Gassy, it doesn't sound like it's anything.
Nothing too serious. Okay. Well, it says what? And it said it in Goblin.
Yeah.
That might
And
be something I could spend my time learning. Is there a teacher in town?
probably. So, obviously they're all kind of standing there and whatnot. And, the crowd starts to sort of disperse as nothing really happens after about 15, 20 minutes. Finally, the guards, you see, they kind of pick up their stuff and they start moving down the street and going around the corner and away they go.
Guess me and Jack will head out.
Okay. So you guys step out and you see a whole bunch of crowd kind of coming off of the High Wand Street and a lot of chatter and whatnot. And as you look outside, you don't see Gassy or Eris anywhere.
So after the guards walk away, I'll Gassy and I, well, maybe Gassy will come with me.
Yeah. I'll
Go around to look in and see where the graffiti was.
Okay. As you come around the corner, you do see that there's some writing on the wall, and it is in what looks like goblin writing, part of it. But another one, there's a note there that says, "Hey, cage makers, this is our town too." Written in the same sort of scrawl, but it's written in common. The door to the house is all boarded up and everything. It looks like the guards had kind of resecured the door.
Cage makers, interesting.
We'll walk towards the crowd, I guess,
Okay, gotcha.
and see what everybody's looking at.
Yeah, sounds great. So you kind of hear some discussion about, it's nothing, you're not missing anything, yada, yada, yada. And then we'll say that you could see sort of Gassy and Eris, because Gassy's a dwarf, so he kind of stands out a little bit. And
Especially up here.
right, exactly. And you see them kind of duck around the corner and down an alley between two buildings.
We'll go walk up behind them.
Alrighty. So you guys kind of walk over there. So Lee, you're down at the Dirty Bucket, right?
Yep.
And you've noticed that your rumors have sort of gotten this sort of momentum going, right? And so by the end of the, a few hours of kind of talking about this, you start to hear that, that people are like really starting to badmouth the Stormblades and talking about how they're all these spoiled little brats and everything. And you feel like you've really sort of built up some momentum.
I repeat some of the things that other people were saying that I occasionally hear in the crowd.
All right, gotcha. So yeah, so you're really kind of building up this sort of this bad persona down there and whatnot, and pretty soon you kind of hear people pounding on the table like the rich people, they don't deserve it, and we should revolt, and all this sort of talk about FIFA revolution. Exactly. Lee Batard has single-handedly set up a civil war in the city of Cauldron. So yeah, but yeah, so they're all kind of getting upset and everything, and you seem to have really done a good job.
Excellent. My work here is done for the day.
Yeah, right. You slip out the back door, right? So Gassy and Eris, you see Nar and Jack Brass kind of come around the corner as you guys are kind of looking at the door and whatnot.
Hey guys, more graffiti from the goblin people. Well, we don't know that they're goblins. It's just written in goblin.
Oh yeah. That Coy Nixie. That wasn't very good. I may have called us Nar and the Aquanauts. It was a fresh thing.
The Aquanauts?
Yeah, I hope that's
Troop.
still up for change.
Yeah. Well, I only told 2 people. I don't think it'll catch on.
I don't think I can swim.
Oh no.
I'm a dwarf.
I don't see it catching on. You hear somebody behind you. Did you hear about that Nar and the Aquanauts?
Right.
I was thinking of Bard troops and the cauldron in the water. I don't even know what an Aquanaut is. I think Jack suggested it. That's what it is.
Too funny.
This one doesn't suggest anything. And it was Argonauts, not Aquanauts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Dang, fantasy name generator. So, wonder what they're talking about with cages. Guessing it's referring to the high society types, keeping these guys down.
Could be. What building was it on?
It's on a kind of a small sort of clothing house that's here, and it's on this building right. Kind of like a little shop. Clothing shop.
Okay, clothing shop.
Yep, clothing shop. As the rest of the night continues, not a whole lot else happens. You guys can wander the street or whatnot, but pretty much the night would go by without incident. As you guys are going into the next day, the trial occurs on the next day. Unfortunately, it is closed trial, so nobody is really able to participate in it, and there's really no news that comes out for the entire day. You did find out though that actually the mayor is going to be the magistrate over the case, and will be one of the 5 judges that'll be listening to testimony and whatnot. So there were witnesses that were called, but you guys were not.
Kind of feels like they're railroading the gnome.
Yeah, sounds like they're setting him up to take the fall for this.
Where are they keeping them?
They're keeping him at the barracks.
The barracks.
That's on the upper ring, on the northwest side.
They're keeping him in the Cauldron prison. There, which is probably can give you information. She's lived here all her life. She probably knows all about it.
Where's the call
Got it.
from prison? Does it have a thing? Oh.
Town guard barracks. Rumored to be able to hold 400 to 500 prisoners. It's a 5-level underground facility. Maximum security. Person
Do we
Zataroon.
know if the locks were put in by
By the same guy. Yeah, he escapes, right? That's funny.
No, but we know where we can get a key that
Yeah,
might
that's
help.
that's right. Too funny.
I
So
mean, he wasn't exactly innocent, I say.
Yeah, but I mean,
really, all they had was a rat.
they were holding this familiar.
Yeah, a rat.
And they were stealing children and selling them into slavery.
And he was letting them.
I mean, it was his familiar. It's like, let's say somebody stole Jack Brass.
Can we encourage that?
We didn't have to
Apparently
put
we
up
can't
the
sell
light
it.
or the
We could have got 10,000 gold for him this afternoon.
But this one's not for sale.
So, Cassie, when you return back to the church that night, in the morning, you are given a letter that from Jenya, and she said that it was delivered yesterday, but you were gone all night, so she didn't have a chance to give it to you.
Sure, I'll head over there right after breakfast.
Okay, all right.
Forage, I guess, is what we have.
Forage, yep, always. So she says, I think it's for your group.
Ah, okay. Well, I'll
Oh,
try.
you mean the Argonauts?
Yeah, yeah. She's like, oh yeah. I also heard Nara and the Argonauts. Huh? It could have been or Aquanauts could have been a little bit better name. It doesn't really give you justice.
Yeah,
Can you even swim?
That's not our name. I can't swim. That's not our name.
Oh well, all the town is talking about it. Matter of fact, there was like half a dozen people that came in and prayed for you this morning.
Yeah, I'll need it.
To get a better name.
Don't let him throw me in the lake.
The whole campaign will be you guys trying to change your name. You gather everybody up and show them the letter.
Yeah. We should head over there, I guess, right now.
Yeah, right. Exactly, Lee. All right. So as you kind of walk over and whatnot, you see Turson is just finally walking back, and he kind of nods. You guys kind of meet each other kind of on the street of Obsidia, and he nods. He says, I'm glad you came. Please, come on in. He walks you over to the kind of the southwest side of the complex there, and there's this kind of a green building. He's like, please, come into my house. And he kind of indicates for you all to come in.
I'm paying close attention to every exitable area I can see in here.
Yeah, so there's many different doors out of here. You do see that you could scale the wall. There's also some ladder or some walkways that go up to the top of the wall here of this small garrison, so you could get up on the upper sections here. And you don't see anything where you could get through the wall, and then obviously the front gate too of this small little compound. So he reaches over, and as you walk in, you see his office is pretty Spartan. There's not a lot in there. There's a desk, and he does have a small fireplace that's there that's just got some smoldering embers in it, and he does have some weapons that are kind of displayed. They almost look as if they're, maybe he had used them before or whatnot. They're up on the wall, and he has some pretty plain wooden chairs, and he's like, please have a seat. And he goes in the back room and brings 2 more chairs and sets them down so there's enough for you all, and he kind of sits down at the desk. And Says, sorry, I didn't. I was a little busy earlier with the trial, but I figured I'd probably be done this afternoon, so I wanted to have you come on over. I appreciate you coming. So I
When are
was.
you executing him?
Well, that's not up to me. That's up to the judges. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'll just do whatever they tell me. He's a good man. I've known him for a long time. It's just unfortunate that he got sort of tied up in this bad business.
It seems like they're going pretty hard on him. I mean, they had his favorite person captured, forcing him to.
I know, but there's so many people that are missing from the city. I mean, there's 50 some people that are gone, and we only have 8 or 9 that are back. It's kind of a big deal. I get it though. You're right. I agree. I think that they are going a little rough on him, but justice is justice.
Well, the weird thing is we uncovered all this. We found it all. And we're not even witnesses.
Yeah, I think from what I heard, it was brought up, but they felt that even though you guys discovered it all, you're not really known in the city, and they felt that it was probably better to have more character witnesses. I wouldn't take any offense to it. Once the city gets to know you, they'll warm up to y'all. I promise. Look, I've already warmed up to you. He smiles, sort of forced.
Yeah.
As well,
I smile back.
All right, sounds good. Yikes! You need a dentist. And so he says, "Well, I was having a little bit of I was talking to Jenya after services, and she told me that I was telling her about this issue I'm having, and she told me that you guys helped out before, maybe you could help out again. So she asked me to reach out to you, and so I did. Gosh, this is awkward, isn't it?"
Yeah, it is a bit. What is it that you need?
Well, here's the thing. I told the mayor I'd take care of this god-awful goblin infestation. I'm having a hell of a time. I can't freaking get these things. My guards they're doing fine, but they don't have they don't know the inners of the city, and
I thought the Stormblades took care of them.
Stormblades took care of the kobolds. They didn't take care of the goblins, but I says, listen, I really don't want to get the Stormblades involved. I'd rather work with you all if that's okay. I like you guys. You're down to earth. You're not like hoity-toity, and I think it. Anyways, I'm looking to hire you.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Nar and the Aquanauts, our first gig with the real name. This is
No,
great, guys.
no,
This is good
no.
stuff.
I notch an arrow. I notch an arrow.
No.
Check
I don't
back.
know.
I'm excited.
You see his head turning back and forth as you two are like arguing back and forth. He's like going back and forth, looking at you both because you're both on opposite ends, right?
He starts singing, "I'm a little teapot, short and stout," and he's dancing.
Like,
We're just
we're
your
a hot
common
mess.
everyday heroes. We're common everyday heroes. We're not aquanauts.
There went that job offer.
his head's dancing back and forth so fast, trying to keep up with everything that's going on right now.
They, they put my name in there first, so I get to accept the jobs, and we'll take it. So what's that job?
I didn't even tell you what it was yet.
Yeah, we'll take it. What's the job?
This is my handle. This is my spout.
You don't want to see me all steamed up.
Okay, so we're gonna start something new on this one. We're gonna do a group vote. So maybe you tell us the job first.
I have never seen a group like this before in my life. I'm really glad I asked you all to come help me. Wow. Well, I need you to figure out what's going on with these goblins, and I need you guys all to get the clean up the goblins and get it out of here. Now, here's the thing: your investigation, it can't damage property. You understand that, right?
No
Can't.
damage to city property.
Correct, but I don't care how else you do the job. It doesn't matter to me. And here's the thing: I'll give you 5 gold for every goblin ear you bring me.
No. Okay.
All right.
Most goblins have 2 ears unless they got attacked by a warg, and then they have.
Well, then
1
just
ear.
just bring me the one.
What happens if we kill a goblin and he's got no ears? You take noses?
He's like, no, it's got to be an ear. Steal one off the other one. See, I saw your roll. I assume you're just trying to see what's going on here.
I was trying to see about how much I believed him when he said he's so glad he invited us here.
Oh, well, he's yeah. You rolled a 20, so that's why I ask. But yeah, he's he's a little nervous, but you can tell that he kind of enjoys it. He thinks it's kind of funny, and I think he likes the point that you guys aren't all like, like the other group, the Stormblades. So he's smiling.
So, what if it's not goblins? What if you're wrongly accusing these? Because we came across some writing and it was just in common. There's nothing to point to goblins.
Like, that's a good point. Well, if you find out it's something else, you let me know, okay? But here's the thing: they most of the reports are they appear at night, and it's usually on like a cloudy, overcast, or a foggy night. What I've heard, and bystanders said they usually travel in groups of 3 to 6. They only seem to have short swords and light crossbows, so they're not like heavily armed or anything, and they don't typically attack people.
Do they report them as actual goblins, or are they covered up?
They say they're goblins. They're green-skinned, big ears, big teeth. Been seen all over the city. Matter of fact, we just had one last night over on High Wand Street. They rob some people, they do vandalize some buildings, and they've even broken into a couple warehouses, and for some odd reason they broke into a clothing store and they took all of the women's hats. I don't know why, but they did. So that's what I've heard, and there's a kind of writing graffiti everywhere, but that just is meaningless crap. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. And we have had the guards in corner and kill about 6 goblins in the past week, but it's still happening. So I need this figured out.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
We're in a city that makes every single person who comes in pay to come in, correct?
Right.
So I'm assuming the guards are not letting goblins pay to come into town, since this town seems to really not like non-human races a lot. So where would these goblins be coming into town from?
It's a great question. I haven't figured that out yet. That's why I'm hoping you guys can. I agree. It doesn't make sense, right? It's not like they're just, we're having goblin babies born in the streets. I don't know. I gotta be honest. I think, considering how easily you guys took care of those creepers and skulks and God knows what else, hobgoblins down below, goblins seems like they'd be pretty easy, don't you think?
Yeah. So we can just kill the goblins on sight, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want goblins running around in my city. You see them, you kill them. Dead.
Okay.
Cut off their ears, bring them to me. I mean, I know it's pretty morbid, but it's the only way I can be sure, to make sure that that you're getting things done. And just so you know, this is from the mayor. He approves of me using your group. He's met you too. He told me, anyways.
So let's say we accidentally fireball a couple civilians. It's not really city property, so
I consider civilians and people of the town part of the city, so that would be bad. I don't recommend it unless you want to be like Keegan.
So, like, say they hadn't paid their taxes and they're a little bit behind. Jack sometimes, he goes haywire. Like, watch this. Gnome.
Well, your group, the Bubbanauts,
Oh, it's Nara and the
Narconauts,
Aquanauts. Yeah, good name.
yeah, it would be you would you would be held responsible.
Oh, okay. All right. So, no fireball on that one. All right, cool.
I don't have a whole lot of other information unless you have any other access to any way to get them. So,
Do you know where they've typically hit? Yeah, you said Highwan Street. We saw that one.
well, they've kind of been all over. So we've seen them down on Low Pole Street. We've seen them over on Obsidian. We've had them down on the Middle Sword. We've had them over on Lantern Street, just outside the orphanage, actually. And so, yeah, they're just kind of Farmer's Way. Yeah, they're kind of all over.
Hmm. Oh, so, have you seen any kind of pattern? Like, did they hit High Lantern Street 2 weeks ago, and then Highwan this week? And
I haven't. The only thing I've seen is it's usually on cloudy, overcast, or foggy nights. If it's sunny out, they're not out. Or
they
not
never
sunny.
hit
If
the
it's
same
moonlit.
place. Huh?
Nope.
And you said High Lantern, High Wand, Farmer's Way. Hmm. What were the
Metal Sword, Obsidian.
middle? Middle Sword, Obsidian. Okay.
Greg, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
If a person wanted to walk around the outside of this city,
Yeah,
how long would it take them to walk around it?
like a math question to me. I don't know. Why are you asking?
I was just curious if we decided we wanted to go out and look for hidden tunnels inside the city, how long it would take us to do that.
Right along the wall there.
Yeah, well, within a dozen or 2 dozen feet of the wall.
Probably I would say half a day.
That's it.
Guessing. I don't know.
Okay, I just curious.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I guess it depends on if you were walking slow or not.
So we got High Sword, Farmer's Way, High Lantern, High Wand. Any other ones I missed? Anybody remember? Obsidian Avenue, you said?
Yep. Draw it out. It's going to be a pentagram.
So they're only happening on streets named High.
The Middle Sword. They got Middle Sword actually.
Oh, Middle Sword? Let me see where that one's at.
I moved it. I moved one here.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Oh, so do you know, did they write on businesses they looted all the time, or was there any
No,
pattern
no.
to...
Sometimes they just write on some walls too. So I mean, there's numerous walls throughout the city that probably have writing on them. But again, I don't think it's really that important. It's just like kids, writing things on walls. I mean, they're goblins. They're not that smart.
Hmm. All right, well, we can look into it.
How are we supposed to find them?
I've been able to find them myself. I've been trying for the last several weeks trying to find them. They seem to get more and more brazen. I don't know. I have no clue. Well, I'm hoping you guys can help me. And how did you figure out the whole, thing with the orphanage and the missing kids. I mean, that's what I would look at.
We had a clue from a god, I think, didn't we? I can't remember where we got the little riddle from. Jenya gave us the riddle.
Like, well, maybe you should ask that god again. Maybe you'll get more information. I don't know. Like now, this doesn't have to be done tomorrow. I mean, you can take up to a week to figure this out. But after a week, I'm getting a lot of pressure. You understand, right?
Yep.
If you find anything, you can keep it. All right. I don't want any of that goblin crap, anyways. All right. Well, hey. Any other questions? Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go. I think they're about to announce that verdict.
No, that's about it.
Job in the Slaughternauts. Good to meet you guys.
It's Nar and the Aquanauts.
Oh,
Well, I
sorry.
kind of like that Slaughternauts. That's better.
Do you like that better? See? All right, good, excellent. All right, Aquanauts. Got it. Okay, I'll try to
No.
get it right. No, that's not it.
No, that's not it.
Okay, alrighty. Okay, well, if you're gonna stick with the Aquanauts, I hope you all can swim and stuff, right?
Yeah, that would be helpful. We're thinking about lessons. So there's this this business with this internal pool, and we're gonna see if we can get
Nice.
Gassy in there.
Nice. There's a big lake in the center you can swim in.
Yeah.
Well, hey, have a great day.
You too. See ya.
All right. As you guys are walking out, you hear one of the guards running. He's like, they freed him. He's gonna be free. He's like, what? Yeah, they freed Keegan. He keeps kind of going out.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
I'm going to go back to the guard cap and ask if he's got an application for the Stormblades.
He's like, no, I think they hang out at the Koi Nixie though. If you want an application, just head there. Ask for Anna.
I look at him and say, me? Koi Nixie?
He's
Okay,
like,
pal.
ask for
Come up
Anna.
with something else.
She's the leader. Just ask for Anna.
Oh, Anna's the leader? Anyway.
Yeah, she's the leader.
Now you met her.
I love it. Too funny. So as you guys are going out, you hear one of those yellers in the street. He's like, read all about it. Hot off the presses. Keegan Gelb, free man.